Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to the Link to the Past randomizer. Again, because I already did this once. I got 10 minutes into the run and then I realized the Enemizer wasn't working. So, we started over. I put these little images on the left and right to take the place of the trees, but they're just castle walls. I figured that kind of went, but I'm only using stock images to do stuff. Because I don't really know much copyright stuff, and I don't want them to be like, hey, we deleted your channel because that was a picture of our sword or whatever. So I'm like, hopefully that's not too bad. This run is normal, which means normal difficulty. Ganon only, which means we don't have to do all of the dungeons. Open, which means we could just go wherever we want. We don't have to do the escape sequence. Which is, this is actually the first time I've ever done that setting before. And Enemizer, the full one, I believe. Whenever it said boss shuffle, I selected full, and I did it on enemies too. For the Christmas version, that setting full on the shuffle automatically did it to all the enemies, but it didn't for the standard one for some reason. So we're Outline Link, which is actually pretty neat again. Wow, we could actually start at Sanctuary? I mean, I know it's open, but I still kind of feel... I mean, it's Uncle Assured. That was the other one. Uncle Assured. So basically, this makes it so that we don't have to... Like, if the bow is a required item to go and do the Eastern Palace, well, now it might not be a required item. Because, the things that need the bow to be, like, the Red Mimic guys and stuff, or the Igors... They won't be there. At least they probably won't be there. I guess they could be randomized into their own positions. The bosses could also be a... this worked out better last time when I explained it all in the menu. Oh my god, getting these, like, Dark World enemies. Wow, we actually got the lantern. Nice. No reason to actually light that, though. I'm losing my train of thought. I shouldn't have tried to do multiple things at the same time. That's just where we fall down. I didn't have to do the fall down sequence. We got the chest in here already. We should probably just head to Kakariko, or should we just go through the normal sequence anyway? I guess that'll depend on whether or not I get bombs, but if we go to the town, we could definitely get bombs. Or I could just get them here. Maybe that's a sign. Anyhow, I wanted to try and see how quick we could get this done. I'm really hoping for, what? Sub 4 hours. These are the things that really suck. Some enemy placements in Enemizer make it way easier. But some of them are like, why is this here? You see that? That thing does 2 hearts of damage already. Those are the Death Mountain Fire guys. If I get hit again, we're murderized. An Igor. Does that mean you have the key? Oh my god, are you one of the ones that I can't... Okay, no. See, the color palette swap kind of makes it hard to know if it's one of the ones that can only be killed by the bow. I have done a full Enemizer run before, but it was the Christmas version, which was much more forgiving. Fall. Is this still stun? Yeah, it's just hard mode that makes it not stun. I don't want you guys... Oh my god, the penguins! Okay, this place was definitely easier in standard, but that's just because the Blue Knights are supposed to be stupid easy to beat. Anywho, like I was trying to say 700 times, I want to see if possible I could get this up in a single video. I've never tried to have a video that long before, because it's probably going to be like 4 hours long. Hopefully a little less. But if I can't, smaller videos. Probably like an hour each. I kind of wanted to just do this as one last hurrah. See, this is so much nicer. Thing really can't even fight back. It's so much easier than the garden. We got the shovel already. Hopefully the shovel's important. One of the things that I need to do, though, is stop trying to 100% the run. It's supposed to be about how fast can you beat Ganon. And I'm always like, oh, well, I only need like 4 more heart containers, better go find them. The 4 runs that I've done so far have all been close to 100% run. I mean, oh dear. I didn't even see him because he just popped out of the floor. That sucks. Nope. There's only 1 more chest in there, and I'm going to assume it's nothing. Or that's going to come back and bite me later. I think it would be a better use of our time to not go through that entire dungeon again. Considering there's like more than 100 junk chests in this game, and there's only 216 total. Outline Link looks so neat. I can't wait until we're blue and then eventually red. Or, you know, at least blue. Please don't... I don't want to fight Ganon or Trinex in green armor. Which reminds me, I don't remember if I've said that because I've already done this once before, but with the full boss shuffle, it doesn't necessarily just shuffle the bosses. Each boss is independently shuffled. Wait, I could do the shovel check while I'm here. Which means... you could get Moldorm or Landmos a whole bunch of times, which I did my first Enemizer run, and it was amazing. I didn't have to fight Trinex. Is that a Chocobo? And let me tell you, not fighting Trinex is the dream. Enemizer has a lot of really hard stuff in it. If you get things in bad places, like I got a blind fight in the moth room in Skull Woods, and it's like, oh my god, the floor and the spikes and it moving everywhere. I'm just like, I can't even keep up with the boss. So here's what you're supposed to do here. You're supposed to walk this way and be like, is it worth going to get? It's the Cane of Samaria. That's almost certainly a required item. Actually, I should check the map. Okay. Hopefully isn't a Ped Seed, which would be akin to all dungeons. Red Crystal on Eastern Palace. Obviously, I'm not going to be super amazingly fast, especially since talking, like, destroys your mind when you're trying to do other things. But I have gotten one in, like... Chicken, why are you in there? That's another thing that'll happen while I'm still on that topic of chickens jumping out of the bushes and attacking me. You remember those... Yeah. One man's trash is another man's treasure and all that. But, like, you remember those spikes that were just rolling around in the castle? Those can come out of bushes. And I think some of them do, like, 2 hearts of damage. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they do. So there were times where I was like, I'm gonna dash through... I can't dash right now, I don't have the boots. But I was like, I'm gonna dash through all this grass. And then halfway through the grass, one of those just popped out underneath me and took me out. And I was like, what? How did that even... Is this for real? And the game was like, yeah, bro. Then I was sad. Give me the goods. Piece of heart. God knows I'm gonna need it. Dark world enemies in the light world? Oof. Don't think that. This is just for resources over here. Which I don't currently need because I think I have enough bombs. Don't need to go in that way. I don't have the 50 rupees for that. So yeah, we should just stick to this over here. Because there's a bunch of chests in here. And then we're gonna go over to the little left area over here. Like, this is like the most checks you can do, other than, I guess, the Landmo area. Or not Landmo, Moldorm. I still get the... Did I do this wrong? No, I didn't do this wrong. Okay. 20 red, 5 blue. Half magic. Thank you. 50 rupees, don't even care. We got half magic. Casual mode engaged. At least if we do have to fight Trinex or Trinexes this time. Ooh, we even got the shield. I kind of wish the shield was an outline, though. That's fine. But even if we do have to fight them now, we at least won't be in the, well, I have tons of fairies and stuff, but I ran out of magic, so it's impossible for me to win. That sucks. Now we're free from that. I mean, I could still run out of magic, but it's way harder. I hope we get, like, the Master Sword soon. because I enjoy doing more damage. Blue mail, we're already... Oh my god, that's like a cyan blue, too. Like, I liked the green. This blue is awesome. This might be, like, my new favorite skin. I also played... They have Vivian from Paper Mario, too. That's pretty cool. We're so perfectly blue now. Half damage means those two heart things only do 1 now. Which essentially gives us 6 hearts. Do I want it? Yeah, there's 2 checks I could do up here. No mitts. Can't do bonk rocks. Get away from me! Wow, you guys both got randomized to the same kind of thing. And they're light world enemies. Oh, another thing that's cool, though, is if there are thieves in here, the thieves that are randomly made can actually be killed. Is this the right... No, this doesn't go anywhere. And then I took the long way back around. This is how you know I do speedruns. I don't know if I could call this a chill run since I'm actually trying to make a decent time here, but at the same time, I still expect it to be awful. So what do we call it? If it's... See, what was that? How could that have possibly been in the bush? It wasn't even in... What? Again? Enemizer. Everything is random. Except for that heart, apparently, because I think that's where that normally is. What does Cane of Samaria do? Cane of Samaria is only... Like, that's just to help you get through dungeons in the Dark World. Don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. Save and quit. I don't know how to do fake flippers. So that cuts out a lot that we can do. Let's go check by Sanctuary. Heal me. A key? Oh, is that considered part of the escape thing? Wait, how does escape work? Do I have to go in this other way then? We can't do bonk rocks. Can't do anything over here either, can we? There's a bridge across. We can get to the witch, but we can't get past there. So this area is shut off. I could still check Sahasrala's place. Mini Moldorm. The Ice Cave. And this place. I think that's the only places I can really check right now. So one of those is going to have to give us some kind of progression. Hopefully won't have to do too many stops like that. Last time I did this, it was mostly, well, like half because I wanted to tell you guys what my thought process was, but also because it really helps me to just think these things out. I just have to go through like a mental checklist of everywhere I've been, which is kind of why I'm also hoping that this time we'll have a better time, because I revisited places a lot last time. Without the flippers, I can't check the hobo. I hate these things. They're unkillable. Don't shoot me in the... Oh. At least it was only 1 heart instead of 2. Most random enemies. I guess that's kind of the point, though. Which one's green pendant? Want something for free? Go earn the green pendant from Turtle Rock, and I'll give you something else. See, normally that would be like, yay, we don't have to go to Turtle Rock. There's no Trinex. Single-handedly, like, the worst boss in this game. Heart piece? Full heart. Heart piece? Nothing but a lot of love from Sahasrala. You know what? I have the lamp. I have the lamp. I think that means that the beginning part, at least up until the boss of Eastern Palace, is actually in logic. Maybe it was telling me to go there. Because they don't want you to go through dark rooms without the lantern. The game isn't cruel enough to make you do that, which I do actually think that if there was a dark room, this would be the one that I'd be able to do. I have to get hit by this? Oh, that sucks. That if there was a dark room, this would be the one that I'd know how to do, because it's really short. Okay. See, look, it's a thief guy. But we gotta kill him this time. Part coming in clutch. I got hit anyway. Okay. Now we can just walk around the long way. I don't know why I did that. And we can check this chest over here for something amazing. We got the map. I'm decently familiar with the layout of this dungeon, so I don't think that really helps. I mean, I don't, like, if someone asked me how many chests are in Ice Palace, I'd be like, I don't know, 7? Like, I don't know the chest numbers or anything, but I do kind of remember the layouts. I think we're gonna, without the hook shot, I think I want to go this way. Or do I want to go this way? No, because that way goes around. Let's check this way. Let's just check it. Now I'm doubting myself. I remember using the hook shot to get across something over here. Or maybe that was just the shorter way, and that this is the better way to go. Yeah, we can get over here without the hook shot, obviously. I don't know why the hook shot would be needed for the first dungeon in the game, traditionally. Big key. That's what it was, though. I was thinking of just coming down here, hook-shotting across, grabbing it, and then coming back. I think it's a little faster, because you don't have to deal with that extra room. Penguins and Skelemen. If only we had the hook shots. Their sprites and stuff are going to be freaking out the whole time. Oh. Wow, all of them actually spawned. Usually when I kill one, it at least cuts one of them off. I'm glad you guys aren't like the red bone guys. I could totally use that bomb. We'll blow stuff up with it later. Another full heart! I mean, blue mail and more hearts, just like, load them on. Everybody's looking for something, so that's one of the hints that doesn't help you. It's basically just like, ha. And then we got the chest, which was the Master Sword. Oh, doesn't that mean Aga? I feel like Master Sword or Cape early kind of tells you that you might need to go to Aghanim. I should have went... So you just hit this? Because this is a square. You hit that switch, and then if you walk through here, you can pretty much go straight. And then it's this plot right here, so you just need to go up a little bit. Oh my god, how do you even... And then you just get back out of here. In non-Enemizer, that's not that... Oh my god. Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. Because normally there's just the little tentacle things in here, and they're not, like, super non-threatening. But when there's flaming death in there, it's like, how do you even? I mean, look, instead of 4 of those other things, it's just one of these guys. That's way better. That's right, we have the Master Sword. We should be more aggressive. There's not actually a reason to kill these guys, because I can just hit this button. We didn't get the bow. Wait a minute. As I said earlier... Do I need to shoot something? If I need to shoot something to open one of the pathways, was this one of the shooty things, or did I just need them because there was an Igor? We might actually be able to clear this dungeon already. If only I could... What? Not die? Holy... Okay. That was a thing. I mean, yeah, I know I got pot-shotted down to nothing, so I should have expected death when I was that low. I didn't hit the button. Why is everything terrible? Give me more iframes. So hopefully a little bit less getting butchered, but I don't expect that. I'm so glad we got the Master Sword. If we could get up to at least Tempered, I think we'll be okay. With Master Sword, honestly, I still tend to have some problems. I have yet to do a Master Sword Ganon. If I did, I would need 4 blue potions for sure. Hey, we one-shot them now. That's good. Full health. And we can go straight there. I'm on it. Watch this be a freaking Trinex. I keep thinking, hey, I don't need the bow for that boss. If this is Helmasaur, I don't think we could beat Helmasaur without the hammer. This is potentially a save and quit if the boss is something that we can't fight. I should have stayed in the doorway. Oh no, it's those... that was the one with the key. I got it. Go away. Stupid Death Mountain things. Oh no, we went the wrong way. Oh no. I can't see anything. This is the worst. But we survived, somehow. Aw, oh, man. The penguins are bullet spawn. Oh, wow. Were they nerfed down? I thought I remembered the penguins just being unbearably powerful. As they should be. Penguins are the best. Are you guys vanilla? Yeah, I actually can't hurt you. Wait, weren't they green in the regular one? What were the odds of those both being red Igors? Oh no. Yes! Okay. We used up all of our negative bad stuff in the other room. Okay. We can get to the boss. Please. Oh please, oh please, oh please, just be a Light World boss. Just be a Light World boss. I got one more room to go. Yeah, if you guys could just run into the death while I'm invincible in the doorway, I would appreciate that. Okay, we're not invincible anymore. Unfortunately, hitting them pushes you back a little bit. I need my Master Sword throwy doos. Man, would the bow ever be delightful right now. You come back up here so I could just throw that over you, apparently? Okay. Already kind of a... Vanilla Landmo? Or Landmo, not Landmo. What the... Armos. Okay. We don't have the bow, which would normally make sure... I wonder... I've never used the Cane of Samaria on these guys before. Is this good? Maybe. I don't actually know how much damage that block does, but it doesn't cost me anything to keep it there. What are they doing? Like, why are the other four, like, not responding? I know we've got everything else randomized. I'm assuming this is just an extreme coincidence. Man, do these guys ever have a lot of health. With the Master Sword even, we're doing double the damage we're supposed to. I ain't seriously gonna die here, am I? That's the power of 2 swings. There goes another one. Still, for a boss down this early? Very nice. There's another one. If you could please just die, I'll fight the boss with vanilla strats. Okay. I don't like being on behind him because then I can't tell if he's gonna hit or not. Man, I can't believe even a boss fight like this would have been difficult with the Master Sword. I guess not for dying, but just for, like, look how many times I have to hit him. That's temper sword damage every time I... Ooh. We got Ether. Hopefully Ether is required, and that this was like... I mean, we would have had to have done this eventually. But hopefully this is progression somehow? Thank you for the heal up. That was a red crystal as well. So we only need one more red crystal, because when you get the 5 and 6 crystals, it unlocks stuff for you. We already did Sahasrara, we already... you know what? It'd be faster from the house. So I think this is one of the times that we do that save and quit thing. Our house. Get our blade beams back. Fiery Death. Yeah, we'll go and do this first. I just went the wrong way. Ah. I was thinking, hey, we could go down and do that other stuff now. And I was like, nah, we gotta go this way first. Forget my geographies. See those red guys? The Igors. They can only be killed by bows. They can be anywhere. But thankfully they weren't in that one room where we needed them to not be. I guess we'll start here. Just because it's 2 items. Better do this way on the end than out. 3 bombs. And now we gotta drain the place. Gimme flippers. Or something. I don't know, flippers would open up a lot. I just don't like being denied going directions. I mean, I'd take pretty much anything. Even the hammer. Or gloves, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be hammer or gloves. I don't think anyway. I mean, not just here in particular, but certain groups of items tend to be grouped together, I think. Like, if you get the hammer early, you're probably going to get gloves early, because that gives you Dark World access. It is randomized, but there's a method to the madness. And I think they tend to give you similar-ish items that let you do things. I don't know what the Cane of Samaria really does for us right now, honestly. Haven't the foggiest. Like, I don't know how that helps us. No way, you guys are all the same thing. And you're so easy to kill. 20 rupees. Some bombs. Another heart. 20 rupees. And bombs. I'm starting to run out of ideas. I think this is actually an aggro run. Because if there's nothing up here in Ice Cave, without without fake flippers, I don't know that there's anything else I can check. So I guess we're just going to go up here and bomb this cave real quick, and if there's nothing, we're going to save and quit out and just go to the castle, because I guess we have to fight Aghanim 1 just so that we can get to the Dark World. That's kind of how that ends up working. Like, if you don't get the hammer and the gloves or some other kind of items that can help you go to the Dark World, it means you have to fight Aghanim the first time, or Aga 1 as people call him. I'll just hide behind this rock. This rock is my best friend, it'll protect me. We're blue like the cave. I like that we're a nice cyan blue. There's a piece of heart. We can begin panicking now. Wait. There has to be something else in Kakariko that I forgot. We only got 1 chest out of a house. I feel like there was at least 1 more. We don't have bottles, so we can't check the sick kid. I'm forgetting something, and now I'm feeling like that dungeon had a chest I shouldn't have skipped. But you know what? We've got the Master Sword, so maybe since we're here anyway... Yeah. Okay, since we're here anyway, let's just go ahead and do the whole escape sequence. And then we're gonna fight Aghanim. I can't actually see what's on ledges. I wish when I was up there by the Dark Forest, or the Lost Woods, as it were, I checked what was in the Lumberjack area. Because that would have told me without a shadow of a doubt whether or not he's required, because if it's like the hammer or something, then you know you can't beat the game unless you beat Aghanim. I don't have to fight you, I already opened this. I'm also knocking you off again. Not because I had to, but because I don't like those guys. They're apparently beetles. I don't see it. They're called like hardhead beetles or something. I don't know how he can slide like that. Aw, man, I already miss those ice skates. That like completely nullified. Like the festive version, so much easier than the regular one. Which I think they honestly already took it down, because whenever I went to go to the randomizer thing to generate another seed, it just took me back to the homepage. So I guess the seasonal randomizer is just the seasonal one? Might have to do more next season then. I don't know. I don't even know if people terribly like this game. I just know that I think it's cool. And that I have a boomer. He almost got me again. Why are you spawning in the same spot? I thought you spawned where you... Yeah, that's what I thought. Almost got me again. A Dark World Guard. You have less health. I'm not scared of you. Be something worth my time, please. Yeah, okay. That's actually a different spot from the escape sequence. But it actually would have been better for me if I had just ignored it because that was trash. So the only two things else to do here is to do escape and the other thing, and I'm actually thinking escape is probably a better idea. I know people like putting off Aghanim and that usually bites them for like the time-saving purposes of the items that you get and whatnot. But I've gotten boots down here before, and if it's a difference between when you get boots and not... Wait a minute, this isn't... Can I move this and open? I've only ever played standard. It's already open. Good, because normally we need Princess Zelda. Okay, almost went straight into my face. I thought so, but there's a chest off to the side in one of these, and I didn't want to miss it. There's just one stray chest in here. I think it normally has a key in it or something. No, I think it's actually on the animals. Animals. I mean, some of them are animals. See, normally they're rats. Which is why I was thinking animals, but they're kind of far from. They're zombies and tentacle monsters and stuff. This is Link's worst nightmare run, apparently. Octorok. Alright, well we got the map, which means we got the map. Fantastic. Now we can actually know where we're going in here, except there's only one direction you can go, so that's kind of pointless, because you can't get lost in here. He says right before he gets lost in here. Nah. Go away, Pot. There should be one key in here on one of these guys. I think it's the blue one. Because normally there's a rat up here that has a key. That one didn't. Ah, I almost hit it. Okay, so this over here is the real reason why we came down here. I haven't used any magic, there's no reason to pick that up. These three chests decide everything. Invincibility staff. Well, I mean, if we get a hammer, that lets us check Spike Cave, but I think that's the only real use for it, unless we're gonna do Turtle Rock, and that gives us invulnerable. What? How did I get turned around? I was holding to the right. Like, I know I bumped into him, but I'm like... I completely turned around. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end up wanting to go kill Aghanim now, because I think that's the only thing left that I still can do. Or at least close, so we should probably just, you know, do that whole save and quit thing I just did. Not to mention we got hit anyway. Because I'm just like, if we come out in Sanctuary, like, what does that do for me? We could go up there to check to see if we need to do Aghanim, but I don't really have Dark World access anywhere else. And if I don't have Dark World access, basically means we need to go there anyway. Though I suppose... there is one more place. The Sahasrara's Cave over here. I think there's a place I can bomb to get one more item there. But I think that's pretty much it. Now that I think about it. And that one item, there is no one item right now that could just give me Dark World access, because I would need a combination of them. Like the glove... I keep saying the gloves and the hammer because that's like... that's actually the one I usually get. I don't think I've fought one where Aghanim 1 was actually required, with the exception of the All Dungeons run I did, which I think was my... I don't know if it was my second or first run. I have the time saved for them and, like, labels put on them. This is so much easier than those other guys. Did you seriously get one shot? That's amazing. I know it's supposed to be like a challenge or something, but when it's way easier, I'm like, thank you. I just want to get a decent time. That's what Enemizer's all about. Or probably not Enemizer, but just, you know, quote-unquote speedrunning? I don't know if we could even call this that. I'm just like... I don't want to say quick, because that implies I'm doing it fast. Like, if I was quick, I'd be getting like an hour and a half time. We're like 35 minutes in since I started recording, at least. Or at least that's when I press the button. I tend to sit there for like a minute or two. Getting everything set up. The video probably ain't that long, but... we would be like a third of the way done already. We were remarkably not that. What's up with you, regular Knight, being in here? That just opens the door if you push the block to get out. Don't need the heart because we're already full. God, is it even randomized? Why are there Knights in here? Can there be another boss in the Agaphytes, or are the Agaphytes untouched? I feel like the Agaphytes are untouched. That would be kind of silly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're untouched. I know at least Aga 2 is. I just think that'd be kind of funny. To walk in there and Aga him as someone else. There it is. I feel the need to light all of these, but I know in my heart of hearts that I don't need to. The Boots is in Desert Palace. That actually helps quite a bit. Because that means whatever's in there... like, if I don't have the boots, that might dissuade someone from going to Desert Palace, because they're like, if a key is up on that pedestal, I'm locked out of something in there. Or like, if the big key is... because if the big key's up on that, the candelabra thing, you definitely ain't... that was close. Definitely ain't finishing the dungeon, even if you can mirror in from the Dark World. Got it. Don't need arrows or bombs or hearts, so we don't need to open those. Dodge. I feel like they cheated. There were some kind of cheat codes used there. Did you see how the statue kind of looked like one of the snakes for a second there? It's weird. Hey, I didn't... oh, you can't fall. I guess these guys were never in a room where falling was possible. So they didn't feel the need to make a falling animation for them. I want to hurt you with an item, but I don't know that I can. See, why can't you fall off like those guys? So much health. And there's like gold versions of those guys in the beginning of the dungeon normally. Takes like 8 hits with the Master Sword to kill them. Hey, it's not a reindeer this time. My Death Mountain checks are going to be absolutely awful. I'm not looking forward to Death Mountain. Like, I know there's a million items on Death Mountain, but man, I get so lost in there. Yay, you're just vanilla Aga. That's one ball. Blue balls. Blue balls. Blue balls? That's 3 in a row. There's only a 50-50 chance. That means there was a 1 in 8 chance of that happening. That's 2. Gotta go for 6. That's 4 blue balls. That's 5. That's 6. This is getting ridiculous. We only really hit him twice? That's 3. That's 4. I've seen people do this and only get 1. That's 7 blue balls. That's 8 blue balls. we gonna go for double digits? I think that's 5. I think we only need one more. I believe. Whew! I can't believe he actually hit us that much. Oh, we're a purple bunny. Oh, that's right. We don't even have the moon pearl. The merle. It's got to be somewhere close by then, right? I didn't even think about that. We don't have the moon pearl. Where can we check without the moon pearl? Can we even lift bushes? We can't even lift bushes. We're completely incapable of interacting with anything, I think, aside from opening chests. So where here could we go that we could open chests? Hype Cave. It's gotta be in Hype Cave. Hype Cave, be hype, please. No, I didn't mean to open that up. Oh, I don't... Oh, I don't have hookshot, so I can't get across here. I don't have hammer, so I can't get through here. I don't have flippers, so I can't swim across anywhere. I don't have the gloves, so I can't go through there. So there's nothing I can get up here. I checked the one item over here. There's nothing we can do here. Palace of Darkness. That's the only place we can go. I don't have the hammer, right? No, I don't have the hammer. We already checked the dig spot. There's nothing... Oh, you know what? I think there's a ferry over here. Or was that in the light world? Nope, it's here too. Please save me. Actually, thinking about it, going into Palace of Darkness as a bunny sounds like a terrible idea. If I can't lift things, I won't be able... I feel like I should have gone back and checked Sahasrara. This open mode's messing with me. I forgot something. I have the money. Bottle vendor. I didn't pay bottle vendor. You know what? I want to go back to Kakariko. I feel like I missed stuff. I definitely feel like I missed stuff. We're gonna go back to our house. And then we're gonna go check out Desert Palace. If I could just get the book or something, then I could go into Desert Palace and get the boots, which would probably unlock something else. I just need to find the trail of things. The items you get are supposed to kind of tell you what the logic is and where you're supposed to go. But I'm like, these don't really do anything for me. This led me to Eastern Palace, which we cleared. This was a dead end. I mean, this might help in the Dark World, but that doesn't do anything for me here. Because I can't check either of the tablets without the mirror. Boomerang is completely useless. Sorry, Boomerang, but it's true. And bombs are just bombs. Was there something I could check by the blacksmiths? I feel like the hammer pegs were in the Dark World. I should check and see if there's anything boots locked in here. Just a piece of heart. Not even really that important. I don't think it definitely isn't really worth coming back here. Unless... I mean, I guess I could get it if we have the mirror and I'm doing the blacksmith chain. We already got that one in the back of the house there. Was this sick kid? Nope. I feel like there's one more chest in the bottle vendor. Also, I feel like I was supposed to blow something up and really didn't. Nope, that's just the Mario mask. Probably should have done a warm-up run to this before I started trying to do one whole run. I hate you. Okay, so flippers means we could get the Hype Cave. In fact... Whew. Alright, so we can check Hobo. We could go and check Zora. There's also the cave up there. See, this is the kind of stuff that they do. Because he gives me the flippers, that opens up a lot of other places for me to check. And in those places, I should find something else that is actually useful. Was there something else in this town I wanted to check? I don't think so. Because I didn't find another chest. So I think We're good to just transform and roll out of there. We'll go to our house. Would Hobo be closest? He says asking the recording. Let me see. I mean, we're going to be down here anyway. I might as well just do Hobo, then go up north, and if I don't get anything from Zora in that area, then I'll just save and quit. We'll go to the Dark World, and then we'll check Hype Cave. Because we've been getting a whole lot of die. We've been getting a whole lot of nothing. Ah, you know what? It sucks to go up to Zora without 500 rupees, though. But there's more chests to go up there. There's only 10 bombs there, so I don't need to worry about that. Yeah. We're just gonna have to believe. This isn't the edge, is it? No, we're good. For a second, I thought this was going to the ice cave area, and I was like, I really don't need that. We've already been up there. How are you in water? Mini Moldorm, share me your secrets. I had to get flippers to do this, but you were born being able to do it. Oh, well, give me something cool. Give me the Merle. Give me the Moon Pearl. The Book of Medora? Okay. The Book of Medora, that completely... Does it completely... Do I need the bow? One of these dungeons, you need to shoot a statue. Palace of Darkness. I think it's Palace of Darkness. I think for Lanmos, for Desert Palace, you just needed to have a lamp. Like, there was an Igor there that was red, but I don't think you needed the bow. So I think that completely opens up Desert Palace for us because we know the boots are in Desert Palace. I do, however, want to at least check the Waterfall Cave. Even if we don't do a Zora check. We should wait on the Zora check until we have 500 rupees. But there should be... Get out of the water. There should be 2 items in here, and if one of them is the Moon Pearl, that is freaking sweet. All the Dark World access. That'll speed us up a ton. 20 rupees. And the mushroom. Mushroom could be the Moon Pearl. But it could also be the fake powder. We have the Cane of Samaria. I've only ever gotten this to work once, but there's actually a trick with the Cane of Samaria where if you're out of magic and you try and use the Cane of Samaria, the error message beep thing that's going on there, if you switch on like the same frame to the mushroom and try to use it because the mushroom takes up the same spot as the powder, because you're supposed to use the mushroom to get the powder in the base game, I think. But if you do that, it'll accept it without actually consuming the mushroom, so it'll let you do the fake powder trick. We're already up here, though. I wonder if fake powder's worth it. You know what? Fake powder's probably always worth it. It'll give me a chance to show off a thing. I hope anyway. It is entirely possible that we needed mitts or something to get into there. No, wait. Hammer peg. There was a hammer peg in the way. Man, we were right there and everything. Okay, we're just gonna go. We're gonna give him the mushroom. And hope for the tempered sword or some actual progression. I kind of just want the tempered sword because it makes life easier. I think oh, you know what? We couldn't check Hype Cave because I can't use items. I kept thinking, huh, I'm a bunny, I'll just blow it up. That's not how bunnies work. Bunnies don't blow things up. People blow things up. Excuse me. Please give me something amazing. Please. It hurts. I wish I had powder so I could kill you. But I don't. And garbage. Don't even have a bottle. Kinda wish I'd saved that, but, you know, there's really no way you could know. So... Going to Desert Palace. Yes. Our house. Definitely want to heal up. I mean, I appreciate... I know I said it's useless, but because it's a full heart, there is a lot more value in that survivability-wise. I've shown off already that I die. That's the thing I do. when we got murdered in Eastern Palace, the first dungeon of the game. Which coincidentally was actually the first dungeon of the game again. I can't go this way, can I? I can't actually go this way. Anyhow, Boots will open up a bunch of stuff. And we beat Aghanim. Ooh. That means that we can actually go and check the tree as well once we get the Boots. So the Boots will actually open up a whole bunch of stuff, because we got the Bonk Rocks, and we got the... Actually, I already know it's just a heart piece in there. But the Boots will open up the rest of Desert Palace. Potentially. I mean, I guess if there was just like 20 rupees up there, the Boots wouldn't actually help, but... The Boots make everything faster because they're Boots. And they make you run faster. So we can come up here and drop a bomb in Sahasrara's cave. Man, the echo in there must be awful. Give me the bacon. Bacon. Please. Bacon or the Merle. Those are the two things that I want the most. Mirror is extremely nice, but I don't think you can use the mirror if you're a bunny. Oh wait, I think you have to be able to, because I think you get the Moon Pearl is like the thing from the Tower of Hera, isn't it? I think the mirror is like the one exception that you can use as a bunny. I don't actually remember what we just picked up because I was talking, but if I don't remember it, it must not have been anything actually important. Wow, did pushing him into the cactus actually kill him? Why are there so many of these things? Green potion! Not only is it a potion bottle, but it's already full of stuff that's good. I like that. I could also use this book to check the Master Sword pedestal. If we get the mirror before we have to do Skull Woods, totally check that out. I always forget I have to press the button again there, otherwise he'll just sit there forever. You ever think about how neat that is? Like, I wonder if the people who made this mod actually had to draw the rest of the shield. Because right here, you can see through Link, so you can see the other half of his shield. But when they design this game, because they have to redraw Link from every angle, this is the only angle where you could possibly see the back of the shield. So, would there have even been a reason for them to draw this if it would never be shown? I wonder if the mod people had to go and just mirror it on the other side. That's actually kind of interesting. To me, anyway, I don't know. I find dumb things interesting sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean pretty much always. Let me see. Hey, there aren't the thingies on the floor. I'd much rather fight those. Delightful. We just... Oh my god, you're immortal. The pot didn't kill you? That's the big key. Which means that we're gonna have to start getting keys. What is that? Okay, so see, that's just the compass. Not required. A piece of heart is in the Palace of Darkness. So that was basically a waste of a hint. Okay. But because we have that, we get this small key, which will open up the side door. It had to be, otherwise we wouldn't have had dungeon progression. Like, they couldn't just give me the boots there, because then part of the dungeon would be locked off forever. Because there was no other places we could have gone to. It's probably going to be at the end of this. Because I don't think we need another key to just leave this place out on the left. We might need to, because I think normally we dash into something to get the key, but that room up there is just a trap. We walked into that last time. You never know. Chest. There's the boots. Now we gotta kill these guys to get through here and get one more chest, which I am assuming is a key. I've been known to be wrong. But I think it's probably a key. Okay. I honestly forgot there was a chest in this room. I felt like there was more than one over here, but... Oof. Oh, well, you know I was wrong. Okay. Well, we have the map, and we have the power to go get the compass. Not that there's any reason for us to actually do that. I guess I probably should have just left when I got the boots. A proper speedrunner would have been like, there's no other key. I'm not insane. And then just gone on with life. But I guess that's the difference between an hour-and-a-half speedrun and a hopefully sub 4 hours speedrun. I'm gonna die. These guys are so bad. I mean, in A Link Between Worlds, they are 100,000 times worse than they are in this game. They are complete bullet sponges. To the point it's just completely asinine. You have to hit them like 16 times with the good sword. No thank you. I will take this one bottle, though. Wait, I don't have the gloves. So... there's nothing else we could do here. And that was basically just for the bottle. But if I leave here... we can go back up here to Sanctuary. Which also would have let us bonk into the... nope, I don't have the gloves. So yeah, we did have to do that escape sequence. To get the cane, anyway. I guess, all in all, it wasn't required, since I don't think the cane is ever a required item. But we could get back down in there. Bonk Rock! One of these has to be the Moon Pearl. Oh, what do you know? It's the Moon Pearl. The thing that we needed to progress the game, otherwise we could have gotten stuck forever. So the progression was to get the lantern. Actually, I don't even know that we got anything in Desert Palace other than... I mean, we had to get the Master Sword. We did things a little out of order, I think. Because I think we could have put off at fighting Aghanim. But it would have been required eventually, maybe? That was just a big 20. You know what, since we're here, I know it's a waste of time, but I kind of want to see what's on pedestal. We have the book, we're in the area, and I don't want to go to Skull Woods. I really don't want to go to Skull Woods. Moon Pearl will let us go back there, so just teleporting back to Link's house is gonna be way faster. I don't want to go that way. Ouch, you jerk. You know, those things are actually bunnies. They're the things that were jumping up and down in the grass in the light world. And if you cut the grass underneath them, people leave them bombs. Then they fall on their back and they get stuck like that. And then you go over and you talk to them and they give you rupees or whatever, because they call you a jerk. Not really sure how that works, but that kills them somehow. Anyhow, I never noticed they look like bunnies. Pretty roundabout, but it's true. This will give you 10 shots with your bow. Okay, so it is literally just 10 arrows on pedestal. There's no reason to do all of the dungeons. Thank God. Alright, so we're gonna go back to our house. I'm gonna get these hearts so that I don't get murderized once we go into the Dark World. And I'm gonna use the flippers to swim across the gap. And hopefully that'll be enough that we can get going, because we're gonna need like the hook shot and the hammer and stuff. Preferably gloves. Gloves open up so much of the game. Not necessarily just like, yeah, it lets us get into a bunch more places, but just shortcuts. I hate when you can't go around the world in a circle because things stop you. Like these pegs down here, we can't just go down because the pegs are in the way. So we have to take the roundabout way with the water and stuff. I don't think we could check catfish yet. Either way, thank God that wall's there, because if that thing was shooting me in the water, like, I don't even know if there were enemies here that could have hit us over that wall. Why is there flaming death in the water? How is there flaming death in the water? I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way, and then I want to go this way. We're gonna go this way. Then I went this way. Would have gone that way otherwise. No, that's not what I want to do. Are you kidding me? There's no ramp to get out over here? Did this not help me? Did I need to go up? No, because there's no ferry or anything over here. Do flippers really not let me go this way? Did I miss something? I feel as though I am seriously missing something. Boots must have opened up more than I thought they did. No. Maybe it was just the Moon Pearl that I needed. Am I actually supposed to go to the Palace of Darkness? I think that's where the game's telling me to go. I'm gonna check over here first, because I think there was something here in the Dark World. I think... was that under... Is that under the rock, though? No, I think the only thing under the rock is money in the light world. That's just a fairy fountain. Was this pointless? Yes, it was. That's just the hand guy that heals you if you give him 20 rupees. Okay. I assume it's going to be faster to not have to go back up and swim around there. Honestly, kind of wish we could just start in the Dark World, but we're going to start at Crow's house and run back up again. Not going to bother with the pots because we're losing too much time. Already about an hour in. And we've only cleared one dungeon. The ever-elusive Go mode. How still 2 hours-ish we are away from you. Hopefully not more than that anyway. Because of the file size. I don't remember if I said this time or last time, but I've only got like 40 gigs of storage left on my SSD. And the file size for one of the episodes that we normally put up, it's like 2 gigs. So I'm like, if this is many times longer, and then you render it, which makes it like 2.5 times bigger, I don't even know if I'll have the space on my computer to render it. I guess I could uninstall World of Warcraft or something. I haven't played that game in months. Like actual months now. I heard everyone's super unhappy with the expansion. I only played it when it first came out. Like, Warfronts came out, and then shortly after Warfronts came out, I was just kind of done. Zora is still very much a check. Oops, excuse me. Zora is still very much a check that we could do. I didn't go down. And Kiki just appeared. He takes 10 rupees. Because he's a jerk. And then he takes another 100 over here. But because we have the magical 100 rupees... he opens the Palace of Hell. Which, who knows, maybe it'll have lots of Light World enemies and it'll be nice and stuff. He said hopefully. Hey, that's technically a Light World enemy, you know? I thought those, like, throwing things at enemies did massive damage. I was apparently not right. Give me the key. Or, you know, the hammer. I mean, I am perfectly fine with the hammer. That actually opens Hype Cave. For realsies this time. Because we have the Moon Pearl and I have bombs. The first chest into Palace of Darkness, this was the actual progression. They wanted you to come to Palace of Darkness. And the hammer is actually the item for Palace of Darkness. Cane of Samaria actually helps here too, now that I think about it. Now, normally, this would require the bow. That's so nice that you guys, you're the best. I miss your Christmas hats. A shield is in Mimic Cave, so we're definitely going to Mimic Cave. I mean, actually no. Unless there's a progression item in Turtle Rock, there's no real reason for me to do that. But I like the mirror shield. I always see everybody skip it. All the speedrunners are like, shields are not essential, I'll just do uber elite dodging stuff. And I'm like, but the shield. The convenience of having the mirror shield. Yep. No mimics this time. I could just kill you guys. Fantastic. So bow wasn't required, at least insofar that we needed to get through there. That was also much easier to dash through than actual spikes, so you see sometimes it works in our favor. And then other times it puts these stupid eye lasers everywhere. That's the boss key. This is just to fairies. That's to an actual chest. This is dodging the laser and going around, dodging the laser again. And opening a chest. And I can show you guys the dashy thing that I couldn't show you last time because boots were on the ped. Spoilers. Not that I thought anyone would actually go back and watch that. I don't see why anyone would watch this one if they didn't watch the other one, because the other one was all festive and nice. But, let me just... Oh my god, are you kidding me? Show you that. That wasn't supposed to be possible, but then it was. And I think that's neat. I don't really like glitches, per se. But when it's just little neat things like that, I'm like, that's just kind of like an interaction with the character. I'm not breaking the game, I'm just like, I got thrown over a gap. I think one of the biggest walls that kind of turned me off from speedrunning originally was, yeah, obviously they're a lot faster, but the first speedrun that I ever saw was Ocarina of Time. And I was like, dude, I liked Ocarina of Time. And this guy got really good at playing it, so that he could beat it super fast. And then someone told me that they did it in like half an hour, and I was like, how could you even walk everywhere in half an hour? How's that even possible? They're that good at the game? And then I saw them get to the first boss, and then they just dropped a fish in a doorway and teleported to Ganon's tower, where they then just fought the final boss. And I was like, what is this? I thought that you liked playing this game. Like, why did you just skip playing the entire game? Oops. I mean, that also works. That's kind of where I wanted to go, you know. I don't have the boomerang, I don't have the bow. Game of Samaria, ho! Fantastic. And it just kind of hurt on the inside. I was like, but if you enjoy this game, if you like this game, if you want to get good at this game, why are you trying your hardest not to play as much of it as possible? I was like, isn't that why we play video games? I'm like, yeah, you want to do it really fast, but even if it's not a 100% run, like, honestly, like, I think Ganon runs are fine. I don't have any kind of problem with that. Do we have the big key? I don't remember. It's not like you have to 100% the game every time you play it, but when you're, like, glitching through walls and stuff to skip fighting bosses, I'm like, you're skipping playing the game. Like, why are you playing the game if you're just gonna skip the whole thing? And maybe that's stupid, but it's kind of just how I felt. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who does super glitch speedruns and they clip through walls and do all kinds of other stuff, because it's just a different community. I'm not gonna tell them that they're wrong. It just feels wrong to me. Which is why we do the glitchless things. Like, if I could ever do fake flippers and stuff, like, yeah, that's kind of a glitch, but... maybe? I don't know. I see, the things that I kind of like are, like, bomb jumps and stuff. Like, if things just throw you over gaps. It's just helping you get to other parts of the dungeon quicker. You're still doing the dungeon. You're still gonna have to come back and do that room unless it doesn't have chests in it, and if it doesn't have chests in it, it's a non-essential room anyway. But it just seems kind of like a stretch to me to be like, hey, every boss in this game except for the final one is non-essential. I mean, I guess he did beat the spider boss. But, eh. I wonder if we could actually beat the boss here. Depending upon who it is, we could. Awesome, no one's gonna interrupt me from getting these rupees. And if we get enough, I think we could go check, Zora. I feel like the back of my nose is bleeding. Maybe because I've been talking too much. And it is just irritating the hell out of the roof of my mouth. Frames, where did you go? It's distracting me, I'm losing focus. Anywho, we got the keys. We should be able to come through here. Why oh why must there be fire everywhere? 50 rupees in case we didn't already have enough. That's gonna get me. And we're down to 1 heart. If we fell there, we actually would have game over. Which, honestly, might not be a bad thing. I might want to intentionally do that. Yes. I don't know that there's a boss in this game that I could beat without taking 1 point of damage. There we go. I don't know why I went into the wall last time. But because we have this, thank you guys. I'm so... Oh my god, it almost killed me. If I didn't have blue mail, that actually would have killed me. I can't believe I walked into it. It's just so nice to see those guys, you know? Oh, is it the shadow guys? Are you a shadow? No, it's the... Oh, jazz hands. Those guys are evil. You know, I even said it earlier that Palace of Darkness was the dungeon that you needed the bow for. And then I forgot. Because when I'm not specifically thinking about the pro strats, I immediately forget everything else I'm thinking about. So we're going to want to go to the Crow's house. And we're going to want to go to the Dark World again. And this time, we have a lot more that we can actually check out. And if we can get the gloves, we'll have even more. We'll have a Death Mountain that we can check out. But for right now, that, no, we can't get into the dark, what's Kakariko called in the Dark World? It's like the Lost Village, or the Lonely Village, or the Abandoned Village, or something. Some kind of sad village. Anyhow, we got the hammer, and there was nothing else in there, I don't think. So I think the progression was to actually just grab the hammer and get out. Which is unfortunate. Oh, that's right, crystals. Misery Mire. I mean, I'm glad we don't have to do Turtle Rock, but Misery Mire is the other one that's just like, those 2 dungeons. Oof. I think oof is the only way to describe it. Whew. Hype Cave be hype. Red mail. Aw, we're already magenta. The flute. Bombs. Bombs. 20 rupees. I mean, red mail has essentially doubled our life total again, which is fantastic. I was kind of hoping we would be a Crimson Red, though, to be honest. I don't even know if this is... Is everyone a magenta? I kind of feel like that's magenta. I suppose it doesn't really matter. Without the mirror, we can't do Swamp Palace. Also, can't do Ice Palace without the mirror. Nothing else to check down over here. This was mini Moldorm Cave in the Light World, but there's nothing there in the Dark World, I don't believe. Already checked this. Without the gloves, we can't go up there. There's no thing to jump up around here, so we would have to go all the way around. But unfortunately, I can't actually get up here because there's rocks in the way. So that leaves Stumpy and the digging game. I think those are the only 2 things I can really check right now, unless I have access to the Dark World from somewhere else. So if Stumpy... Dang, I can't lift that. If Stumpy or the digging game give me the gloves, we're good to go. If not, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do, and we just kind of panic. Red mail is good, but I could really use more. You thieves! No. It's just the principle of the thing. How dare you touch my stuff? That was just bombs up there. Stumpy, be the hero that I need you to be. We can't get to the Outcast Village? Something? No, Outset was in... Doesn't help. Digging game, save me. Because if we actually ran into a wall like that, open seems to be a little more difficult than standard. I guess standard just funnels you the items easier, or maybe it's just a perception thing. I don't know. But this time, the first time we came here, we actually had the money to do this. Oh dear. I think it's the Village of Outcasts. I feel like that's what it's called. We got more money. Zora! Zora! It's gotta be on Zora. There's still Zora and then the item up there near him. We still have stuff. So if I swim down, we can get to Zora by taking the tide pool thing. How many hearts we at? 9? Okay. We're pretty healthy. But we need more. That's just a store. That was only 10 bombs. We could buy some capacity upgrades, or a capacity upgrade, rather. Should we? I don't think I'll need more arrows. If you only have regular arrows, you need 35 arrows to kill Vitreous, I believe. But, I mean, we could just cane a Burna and then dash through them. Okay, so that drops us up here. Normally you would need the gloves to get up here. That's the only other way to get up here. So if you had the gloves, because like this is where you get the flippers in the vanilla game. Grabs your evil. Just a piece of heart, just like the vanilla game. Is it even randomized? At least that's what people say every time something's in the vanilla plays. I have boots. I should do that dashing more. Those guys drop frames so much, the explodey ones. Here is your 500 rupees. Save me. 500 rupees for how many? You know what? It's our 10th heart, and we're in the area. There's no reason to 100% complete everything, but I like having a full row of hearts, and 9 is like not symmetrical. So now that we have that, we have Dark World access in several places, which means we can go to the Village of Outcasts. I'm going to keep calling it that. I'm not 100%, but I feel like that's what it is. I know it was something sad. So, that would let us get Dark World access here, which normally is how you get the Hype Cave. But we also got to get it up here. Okay, so that's where we're heading. We're going to go into Skullwoods. Not that I wanted to do something like that, but kind of just the way the wind's taking us. Oh, we should activate the flute while we're here. That'll save so much time. We need the mitts before we can get to the Misery Mire area, which would give us a few more items. I hope the mirror isn't someplace terrible. You know, I actually saw a speedrun where the validation chest, the last chest that you get... You know what? We're right here anyway. The last chest that you get in Ganon's Tower, which is supposed to be the last chest you ever get in the game, was the magic mirror. If Ice Palace is not required, and Swamp Palace is not required, it's possible that the mirror is a non-essential item and you don't need it to beat the game. Which I think is pretty crazy. We don't have the powder now, but if we did, I would be able to do the magic bat. Or if we still had the mushroom, probably should have held on to it. Where? Oh, right, it's underneath this. Oh, 7, everybody salute! Did you do it, or was I alone? Anyway, the duck is amok, the goose is loose. Whatever you want to call it, we have fast travel in the light world. And if we had mirror, that would basically mean fast travel in the dark world. Unfortunately, we don't. Dude, there's a fish here! If you give fish to this guy, he gives you stuff. Whoa, a fish! You walked this way? You walked us all the way here? Let me give you a bunch of random supplies. Bombs and arrows and money and magic. If there's one of those here every time we come here, that's just kind of nifty. I didn't even think about that. Whiz robes. Man, there's fish all over the place here. So we have to go up and around here. And I would really prefer to not have to go into Skull Woods. Probably gonna have to. That's still magic, just like in the vanilla game. So we can lift that up. The first stone lifted of the game. Still can't lift the darker stones. We're gonna try going here first. What are you guys? Those were like blacksmiths, but when I hit them they flew away? Without Titan mitts we can't check the blacksmith. Chest game. We have the hundo rupees for that. 30? Whatever it is. Thank you for the 300. Gambling has paid off on this day. Okay, so there's going to be a chest down there, which we need to blow up. A chest that we need to blow up. A thing that we need to blow up to get a chest. So blowing that open gets us 5 rupees. I mean, a bomb, if you buy it, is probably... No, actually, that's the actual worth. I think it's 50 rupees for 10 bombs, so that would be 5 each. I think that's just a store in there if you knock the hammer pegs down, which I don't believe we need. But I do believe that there is a chest in here. So the other 300 rupees. I'm not sure how many 300 rupees there are, but I think there's only 2 or 3 of them. With Zoragon and Kiki already being paid... we might be able to just blow those on capacity upgrades, which would be sweet. I don't think there's anything else we can do down here because I can't get the blacksmith yet, which also means we can't get the purple chest yet. Without the mirror, I can't do the ledge up here, and I also can't go into the magic cape room. Without the magic cape, I can't get the item that's up there. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Can't go over there. Or we can, but like there's nothing else to do over here other than go into the Swamp Palace. But we can't go into the Swamp Palace without the mirror. There was nothing up here. We can't clear Palace of Darkness yet. We can't go up here because there's a rock in the way, but there might be some kind of water thing that also teleports us up here, maybe? If there's a way to teleport up here, then there's also checks there. I think that's pretty much it for the Village Outcasts, which basically just means going to Skull Woods, I think, is the actual progression right here, most likely. Anyway. But I am very often wrong. Thank you, Mimics, for not actually walking into me. So if I could just not die here. I mean, we have a few hearts. We're not in super bad. Oh my god. You know what? I think this is the first time I've ever gotten the Cane of Samaria early. That could actually be... Wow, that was a waste of time. That could actually be nice, because every time we needed to push a freaking statue onto a switch, we could just make a block on the switch now. That's cool. I came this way just to kill you. Oh my god, last time there was like one of the movie things there, like they're yellow and they're spiked in many directions. I didn't go the one right way to get through Skull Woods the way I needed to get through Skull Woods. That's frustrating. Why don't we check what's up here on the ledge? While we're here, to see if the magic cape is a required item. Magic cape? Magic cape. Tempered sword. Why did that have to be up there? If magic cape is in Ganon's tower, you know what I'm getting at? Like, someday, unless that's in like super overtime content. Oh god, I hope not. Oh god, I hope not. But Butter Sword, it makes me feel safe, especially if we don't get the silver arrows. Gonna want it. My dogs are gonna go ballistic, so I'm gonna pause it here. I think it was my uncle coming over or something. It just took me a couple minutes to shut the dogs up. So whenever we get the time at the end, just take 2 minutes off it. It'll be fine. This, however, means that this isn't just a one and done. I can't just load it into there, render it, and be done. And move on with my life. Which is extremely unfortunate. Do I really need to go out, down, around, and come back in? I was under the impression that there was a continuous path through here. That really bites. I could just remember that it was like around an hour and 25 minutes as far as the recording timer is. Is it bad then? Probably be like 1:23 for you guys. As I started a little late getting everything set up. I always press record before I even open the game, just in case. I believe I want to drop to this one. I believe this is the one that I want to do. What? Yeah, because I almost had time to respond to that. Okay. I hate these things. These are the things that I was talking about. They're everywhere. We're not opening that yet because I don't want holes everywhere. Hey, we got the key. Oh no, a chain chomp? You know, I've seen people get the key and then skip that part of the dungeon, but wasn't I supposed to go back for the chest or something? There's a full heart. We can't get through here. We can't get through here without the hook shot. Those guys do massive damage. I'm super glad that we have the red mail already. So, give me something. It was just the compass. That's really bad. Because we need the fire rod for this. If we don't get the fire rod, we can't do the other part of the dungeon. Would it be possible? Dang it. I feel like, I don't know if you can bomb jump this. Dang it, just a little bit too much. He goes so far when you just tap it. No, it has to be much closer. I don't know if you can bomb jump this, but if we can... Do I even have the big key for this dungeon? No, if I go over there, I won't even be able to get it. That doesn't even matter. We're shut down. I think we can still check over here, but if not, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think there was something else to check over here. You have to hit those guys from, like, not the front. We just come over this way, and we don't have to mess around with the statues, and it's nice. That was him falling into another room. That was just the map. Not even the big key to validate the stupid bomb jump. Not even a key going further. No reason to go over there. There's a key here, which I think means opens another door in the bottom right part of the dungeon, but I'm not going to be going any further than that over here because you need the fire rod to burn the nose of that thing. And I do believe, yeah, this was a crystal dungeon, so we will eventually have to clear this, which means the fire rod is mandatory, even if the ice rod might not be, because there might not be a Trinax. Why are there so many of these things? These things are the worst. How did you fit through there? You just went straight through the wall. These guys suck. They've only got a heart and a half. It is my hope that if we die in this dungeon. I might want to just intentionally die in this dungeon. Because if we die in the overworld, it's going to send us back to the light world, and that's going to suck. But over here... This wasn't locked? Why did I think this was locked? Okay, never mind. What am I missing? Hookshot would open a whole lot. We've got Ether Medallion. But I can't get up Death Mountain. Don't have Bombos. Got the boots. And now we do what I normally cut out of the video. Staring at the map. And just talking through everything that we've done so far and everything else that we could have done. Because we can't... Yeah, there's a rock in the way. So because there's a rock in the way, we can't get up to Death Mountain to begin with. Because you're Wait, no, we have the gloves. We have Death Mountain access when we got the gloves. So I can go up there and maybe the old man will have something. That's the one thing that I was missing when I picked up the gloves. I completely forgot that that's all you need to go to Death Mountain. We actually have the Moon Pearl too. And we have the hammer and the Cane of Burna, which means we could do Spike Cave. Okay, we just need to quit out and go to the Sanctuary. Wow, that was way faster than I thought. I should have known. The gloves just give you so much when you get them, especially the Titan Mitts. I would not say no to Titan Mitts on Death Mountain. A worthy item. Probably my favorite, just because of how much going around in a circleness it gives you. And we're going to need them. You can't get to Ice Palace without... What's it called? Titan Mitts. Actually, no, Ice Palace doesn't require the mirror. Ice Palace requires, Where am I going? This way. Requires Titan Mitts. Misery Mire also requires Titan Mitts. Turtle Rock and Ganon's Tower also requires Titan Mitts. So, Titan Mitts are always, always, always required for Ganon runs. Unless you're doing inverted, I think. But I am never, ever, 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 ever going to do inverted. Because that's just way too much. They actually had to redesign parts of the world just to make it so that you could do that. But basically what it means is you start at the pyramid, I think? Or maybe in the other house in the other world. But... You know, I had the flute. I could have just flown up here and then gotten the old man from the outside. Dang it! But basically, the mirror works in reverse too. which actually opens up a whole bunch of new things. Like, you can get to Mimic Cave early. Like, you can go into Turtle Rock super early in the game because they just leave it open. Since you kind of need to be able to go in there if you're going to start in the Dark World. The hook shot! That means that the mirror is a required item. You know, there's not really much we could check here. I think that means that Spike Cave is going to be the mirror. If Spike Cave's the mirror, then we get the hook shot. That opens up a lot. Dana Burna. Actually, well, we're gonna save and quit anyway. Actually, maybe we shouldn't. We gotta go outside. No, because I could just teleport. We could start on the mountain. It's fine. Why? Why wouldn't you be what I need? Because I need the hook shot to go across the bottom. We need the mirror to go across the top. Doesn't that actually shoot down Death Mountain? We're gonna quit out and look around in the light world a bit. I need some way to get across that gap. We need to go exploring in some caves. That doesn't lead anywhere behind us. Left gets us off Death Mountain. We can't go right because we don't have the hook shot. I don't even remember coming in here in the other games, so this can't be important. Right? Where is this? Oh. I knew that what was behind him wasn't important, but I didn't actually know what it was. So that cave's stupid, and that's the reason why no one ever goes into there. It's just the back door into that guy's house. Could you not broccoli rocks? So we gotta check inside these caves. That's just a fairy, right? I think... Or was that in the other world? I think this is a way out, but there's no item up there, if I remember correctly. Which doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense to me why you would need another way out. Where does this go? I love you, Dashing. That's just for the fairies. Should get one while we're here. So that's not it. If I could get into the other side, I think that would let me go down and come up, though. Assuming these caves are actually, like, geographically correct. And it does look like it could fall onto that, so that could be something. It's gotta be something with Death Mountain. I need the mirror. Now that I know where the hook shot is, you can't beat this game without the hook shot. I don't believe, anyway. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Just die. Give me my heart back. Yeah, so this is down here. Without the mirror, though, oof. I can't erase the blocks. You're kidding. Actually kidding me. The Titan mitts. A shovel is in the castle. I already got that. And normally, people bomb jump across this, and it saves them a bunch of time somehow or something. But we weren't even close, because it was a little bit too far to the left. I don't really care. We have the Titan mitts. Where once I was like, woe is me, how are we going to go anywhere after this? That's where you find the items, because they bottleneck you into locations. There's a limited number of locations that you can check to do stuff. So what do the Titan mitts do for me right now? I don't think they actually help me on Death Mountain at the moment. Because we need the mirror to get up here, we need the hook shot to get across here, and we need the mirror to get the hook shot. So that shoots the rest of this down. I can't check these either, because we need the mirror for that. Let's see. That would let me get over this rock here, but I already had access to that. We can finish Desert Palace now that we have the regular gloves. This will let us go to Misery Mire. We could also go to Ice Palace now. That actually opened up quite a bit. Between Ice Palace, Desert Palace... I guess actually, yeah, those are the only ones that were open. We could also go into Thieves Town now that I think about it. We've got 3 dungeons. I would honestly kind of prefer to do Desert, but Desert is just a pendant dungeon, so it might not be required. And we have the hammer. You know what? I think we're going to do Thieves Town. We're going to do Thieves Town. That sounds like a plan to me. Sanctuary, yeah. I feel like Sanctuary is the fastest way to get over to Kakariko Village. So no real reason to go right back over there. Because that would just get us back to... excuse me. Back into the, escape. We went down that way. Loves will get us through here. Go mode's the best, because it means you have all the items you need to beat the game. And you just have to run through the dungeons, and you have everything you need to clear the dungeons, so you just have to run through and, like, execute. I look forward to that point. Hopefully no Trinex in here. If there's no Trinex in here, then I think we can actually clear it. Because the randomizer makes it so that Bo isn't required to beat Ganon, it might be possible that we don't... No, wait, because Palace of Darkness. Bo is required. They have to give us Bo. That one was the big key. And there's 4 chests in here. Yep, okay. It's nice that they make the ground different under it. So many design choices. Like, do you even think about how small the team had to be that worked on this game? Probably like 20 people or something. The magic cape. We can get tempered sword. In fact, we should probably do it before we fight another boss. Because unless it actually is a vanilla blind, I think that's the only boss that wouldn't actually help on. Turned me into Bunny Man. So while it is out of the way, that does give us a few more checks. The red meringue. If nothing else, we're actually getting items. As much as I really want to leave and get tempered, I honestly think it would be an overall time loss. Even though it is a huge quality of life thing. If we were just doing a run where I wasn't trying to get it done in sub 4 hours, I would go and get it like right now, just drop what we're doing. Wait a minute, this is Enemizer. I could just see what the boss is, right? Helmasaur, I've got a hammer for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. 17 hits. No, don't push me into it. I don't actually have a way of healing. Okay, this is actually kind of... Thank you, Red Mail. Stupid Master Sword. Stupid not having the bow. Just trying to not hit... Okay, thank you. Don't get hit by the diagonals. We did it. We beat the dreaded Helmasaur. And yes, Tempered would have made that easier. But I mean, we still got it done. Didn't even need it. And then my dogs were horrible again. But hopefully not going back and having to cut it out of the video levels of horrible? Question mark. No, we didn't get everything. I want to be... Wait, we didn't even get that chest? Did I really just get the magic cape and be like, what? Magic cape and boomerang? Yeah, I did. I grabbed the red meringue and was like, well, nothing to see here. Funny. Again, I always run into that. But this is good. This means another check. Yeah, there's still one useless item, but even if it's the compass. Ice rod. I mean, it's an item we might need, but I really hope we don't. The only thing that Ice Rod is ever required for is beating Trinex. But we don't have the Fire Rod, so we aren't currently in a position to beat Trinex anyway. So that actually does nothing for us in terms of just what we can do right now. We could kill one of the heads of Trinex and then wish we could kill the other half. Is about it. I forgot about that, though. Since you don't... It's an Enemizer, so it could be other bosses. You don't have to go to the basement to get the girl out. Which is nice. So, 3 of these actually ended up being... spikes. Train of thought. Thinking is hard. How are you guys in the wall like that? I actually kind of want to know what that hint is. Hints have served us well. Spikes are unfortunate. Ice Rod! Ice Rod! That's one thing I used to love. I used to get the Ice Rod early on in the game. It was my favorite item, because you can actually freeze things. I used to love picking these guys up, and then just throwing them into water. Brutally. And then, look, you could just use them to kill other enemies. It's great. It's just gonna... Yeah, it just blew up on me. There's no reason to actually blow that up. I am committed to this. I already killed the boss. There's no reason to do that, but I did it anyway. We didn't even get a key now that I think about it. What was in that? Was that just bombs or something? Every time it's something non-essential, I immediately just... My brain gives up, and it's like, eh, you didn't need it anyway. So now we're gonna go check that hint to be if it's like... Or to see if it's like something super ultra important. A shield needs fire in Tower of Hera. Which means... The red shield... is in, The red shield is in the basement of the Tower of Hera. The one that blocks fire. Doesn't this just lead up and around over there? Okay, I think that was it. How could that be everything? We're missing the compass. Doesn't that just lead back over here, though? And then through... Okay, you know what? We'll go the other way anyway. If I don't have the compass, we're definitely missing something. The compass might be the only thing here. But if it is, I at least want to clear the whole dungeon so that I have the peace of mind of knowing that we did all the things. Because I thought this... No, wait, this place is a basement. What am I even thinking? I'm like, I could have sworn there was more to this dungeon. And then there was. And it wasn't my phone. No! Don't take me. I completely forgot about this spot for some reason. We have the big key. So I just need a regular key. Which means this in here has to be a regular key. I can't believe I almost left the dungeon, like... Watch there be something essential in here. People like me right now, apparently. I'm gonna get that. Oh my god, phone. I put covers over it, it's okay. Hopefully they don't need me for anything. I'm pretty booked on my schedule for the next couple hours. Which was just the compass. That was just a trap up there. Okay, yeah, so an actual speedrunner wouldn't have come down here to get that, but I got peace of mind. Which is what we were going for. Rose House. We're going to Ice Palace. No, we're not. We are not going to Ice Palace. That was almost stupid. I don't believe you can kill those guys with a lantern. You need the fire rod or bombos to kill those ice guys. And there's an ice guy in the front. Wait. This is Enemizer. This is Enemizer. What if I don't have to kill an ice guy? Did we get anything in that dungeon? Yeah, we got the red meringue in the cape. Dang it, I want to go up there. But it's just so far away. I want that bacon sword. Maybe I should just buckle down and actually do that. Let me just come in here and see if we can do the dungeon. If we can't do the dungeon, we're gonna go get bacon sword, like, right now. Okay. A unique item is held by someone friendly. Which might mean that we need to do Turtle Rock. It also means that we can't do this. Nope. Okay. And we are in the Dark World and capable of getting back, so a save and quit becomes required. So, Sanctuary. Because I think this is a little bit closer. Yeah, we still gotta go... Jerk. We still gotta go... over to the Lost Woods. Every 5 red rupees is technically an item upgrade now. So that's pretty cool. I enjoy that. Ooh, we have blacksmith checks too. We could do the purple chest and the blacksmiths now that we have Titan mitts. I didn't even think about that. We should go this way. It's much faster. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I was distracted by my phone. So without the hook shot, which we need the mirror for, we can't actually do Skull Woods. We also need the fire rod still. And come down this way. In fact, I think it would be better if we go and get the blacksmith first. Is there a way to get back to the light world from here? I don't have the mirror. I feel like there's a way to get back to the light world. But I don't know what it is. That's my dog, Lulu. Alright, so I've been working on this, and by working on this, I mean, I only did it a couple times. But there is a way where you can dash and hit them all at the same time. If you press both of the same buttons to dash and to use the item at, like, exactly the same time, you can dash and use the item the whole way. Now, mind you, this doesn't do damage, because only the hammer down effect goes on. So if you dash into someone like this, they're gonna hurt you, and it's just gonna stop. But that is satisfying. There's very, 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 very few places where that ever comes up. It's the bow. Well, that does wonders. Okay, purple chest is going to be in there in the light world. I don't know how to get there, so it doesn't matter. we're gonna go get the tempered sword. We got the tempered sword and the bow now. Which does mean... Was Palace of Darkness the red crystal? No, that was Misery Mire. Which we could also go to. I have to save and quit again, but it's not like we haven't done that 100,000 times already. I'm gonna get my bacon sword, in the hopes that we get the butter sword. Because we're not full clear in the game, it is entirely possible we'll never get the butter sword. Which would suck, but as long as we still get tempered, we'll be fine. That's like the difference between being fine and being amazing, and we're gonna be fine. Which is all anyone really needs to be. Like, most worthwhile thing that could have possibly been up here. So we already checked Spike Cave. Dang it, where is that? Wait. We don't have hookshot. You need hookshot for this. I didn't remember needing hookshot. We're gonna bomb jump across. Watch me do this thing that's never happened before. Wow, we actually almost made it. I was honestly, like, I thought that was kind of an impossible angle. Not too far off, though. Not too shabby. We could check Catfish. But I think because of... No, you know what? I don't think it's that far away. It's not too far away, at least. There'll be a reason to go up there. So nothing should get in our way. Over here. We can't actually make it through here without the mirror to get to the light world, though. It's like, why for all of this? There's 2 items we can check here in the light world, but... nothing in the dark. Witch's Hut... Actually, is this just a store in the dark world? I feel like this is just a store. I'm gonna wait for that. I don't really want to get hit. It's not on my list of things to do today. Which was pretty much just record this for the most part. I've been kind of playing some Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition stuff lately. I'd never played that game before. That game is actually really good. I like Lone Wolf. Also, the game's way too hard, so I put it on easy. Like, wow, is that game, like, really, really, really hard. For not knowing anything, another thing that made the game way easier is looking up crafting recipes. When you know the crafting recipes, especially as an archer, way better. Hey, it's the bug net. Completely off topic, not even the same game, but I think it's a good game. And I got it on sale for like 29 bucks. So I was like, you know what? This game's totally worth 29 bucks. I'm gonna do it. Then I did. I think we could go anywhere. Yeah. I think the mirror is the next big progression item. It's gotta be. So, flute me. We can get fairies, but honestly, don't even really care. Blue potion's way better. I wonder if this is ether. Is this vanilla ether? Nope, it's Bombos. So we could not even go into Misery Mire to check if we wanted to. But there are 2 things that we can check here. The mirror and 20 rupees. So it wasn't logic to come here. So the mirror means we're going to Death Mountain. Because I want that hookshot. What? Oh, right, we have the mirror. Because we have the mirror now, it'll let us save and quit and start in the Dark World again. I think down here is safe. Watch me be in a wall. Nope, okay, we're good. Mirror does quite a bit for us, I think. Because Mirror gets us Hookshot and Fire Shield. And Death Mountain access on the right side. Which means we can actually get the Paradox Cave and all the other good stuff. Actually, Hookshot in and of itself would get us to the other side, even if we didn't have the hammer. Which we do. So if we hop on that, it will take us here. Which will send us up here. Which will get us a Hookshot. We don't have Bombos, so I can't check that tablet. Is Tower Hair... Yes, it is a crystal. Cool, so I can fully clear this place without regrets. Alright, so we're going to boomerang that. And this is going to tell me absolutely nothing. That's the big key. This is a regular key, maybe? Just the compass. Which you apparently can't pick up with that. Doesn't really matter, there's no real reason for us to do that. No real reason to get it. Yeah, we're gonna be down an item. But we know exactly what that item is. And it doesn't help us do anything. If that was the key, I'd just get the fire shield now. Which honestly, if Turtle Rock isn't required, then aside from one place in Ganon's Tower... Ah, but you know what? Turtle Rock... Why isn't this open? Alright, we gotta kill them first. Turtle Rock might actually be required. Because a unique item is on someone friendly. Or did we already get a unique item from someone friendly? There's a few people that give us stuff. That might not necessarily mean the green pendant. And even then, like there's a single rupee that is considered to be a unique item because there's only one rupee. Like there's only one item in the game that's a 1 rupee. There's also one item in the game that's only 1 arrow, I believe. So when they mean a unique item, it could also mean those, which can be a trap. 20 rupees. A unique item requires the bow. I mean, that's kind of a given. Oh, you're not gonna die, are you? Can you, like, get out of my way? I need to hookshot over to thank you. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. Nope, I failed. You can actually, if you're good at it enough, like, right before you do the dash, like, change direction. Like that. I don't know how people get the timing down on that, because you have to do it at, like, the last second. But you can change direction and then, like, bonk into that. And everything's K. Oh my god, I got a Trinex up here one time. Absolutely. Or no, it wasn't Trinex, it was Helmasaur. Helmasaur up here is absolutely awful. I can't dash through there. I wanted to try it, actually, because it's possible if you get it perfect. And not get bumped down. Vitreous. I don't know how I feel about this. But I think I have a green potion, so I'm just going to do this. I wish I went back and got down the butter sword, but I couldn't. We're invulnerable. Unfortunately, our frames are not invincible, but we just murderize everything here. It'll be fine. It's draining too quickly, even with half magic. Oh no, we're gonna die. I died. Oh, dude, I died. No? How did I not? Oh, wait. Because this isn't Vitreous's room. Wow. Because this isn't Vitreous's room, there's no puddle on the ground to hurt me. Man, this is the best. You can't hurt me. pro strats. I mean, the pros would just... I'd probably use a bow to just murder him instantly. Probably, you know. But, I like to think that was pretty good. %, we would have died if I didn't do that. Like, 100%. I don't have the healing for that. Nor do I have enough arrows to actually kill Vitreous. I've tried. It brings nothing but sadness. So we come up here, we hit that, and I'm gonna go grab my shield. In hopes that if Turtle Rock is required, we can just go to Mimic Cave. So I want to show you guys something that I've never actually done before, but I've heard from people commentating. So they say if you use the magic cape and you grab a wall, your magic doesn't go down. Which I did, and our magic didn't go down. So now, anytime there's a tile room, we can just go invisible and grab a wall and not lose any magic at all. Pretty swag. What is this a picture of? Is that a snake? I've never seen this one before. What is that? It's not a key, it's not a no, it's... something. Anywho, we're getting our thingy-do. Oh, and then I can just mirror out. Fantastic. Boom, there's our red shield. The music stopped and I thought the game froze and just like deleted all the data and stuff. I've seen that happen to a runner, though it was in the Super Metroid crossover randomizer thing. They saved and quit the game and lost everything. It sounds horrifying, especially for something you're recording. If that happens on your own, it's like, aw dang. If that happens on a recording, it's like, I don't have another 4 hours to do this. Hookshot Cave! We could go to Hookshot Cave! Oh, and there's a bottle over there. Now I know there's a bottle over there. Yeah, you're just gonna die. And then I'm gonna open this. Buzzard, what are you doing out of the desert? That, I'm gonna hit that, then I'm gonna hit that. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna look at Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is actually Ether Medallion, so let's just go ahead and open this up while we're here and have magic. Dang, we actually have the Cane of Samaria. And I would be able to get the Mirror Shield if we went in there. It's probably not Trinex. We have everything to do Turtle Rock if we don't kill Trinex. If it's not Trinex, we can do it. And that'll give us the green pendant, which will give us a unique item, which might be a waste of our time. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is he blocking that? Oh, no, wait, I can get to this one. I was like, wait a minute, is he actually, like, the worst? But then he was just dead. Heart piece. Heart piece. All of them not helping me. I wish I went back and got that tempered sword, but there's so many other things to do. I'm gonna have to leave the cave if I fall, because I just threw those and didn't think about it. Some bombs. And a piece of heart. I don't remember where the path was. I don't remember if it's slightly to the left or slightly to the right, but I have the Ether Medallion. Slightly to the right. So we'll go get this other bottle, even though it only has a bee in it. I think it's funny, the bees will actually help you even on bosses. So I've seen people, like, during randomizer races, they'll go and use the ball, like, or the bee on Armos or something, and they're like, oh, he's using bee strats. And I'm like, bee strats? That just sounds funny. So we got that, and Now, unfortunately, because we're already up here, and going up Death Mountain more times than required is just the worst, and there's so many chests in here, I think we're actually going to do Turtle Rock, even though it is not a required dungeon. A unique item is in Palace of Darkness. It was the hammer. We actually couldn't have gotten here without that. Okay. So the thing to not forget is that we want to go this way. I always forget and not go this way. The big key. Well, if we were in go mode, we could just rush through here now. Ah! We want to go up. We want to go up. I'm going to get hit. I got hit. I don't have Fire Rod. We can't do this dungeon. Thank God, because I did not want to do Turtle Rock. Okay. And we got the big key for later. Please don't be a required dungeon. Please. Like, pretty please. I don't want to do Turtle Rock. This is not where I thought it was. I was thinking of the Light World one, I think. But it doesn't matter, because... Oh, I still deleted it. Oh, I still deleted it. Get rid of all these. Heart piece. Or actual full heart and full heart. There was 2 hearts in here. Okay. God, I can't believe we're already at 15 in red mail. Like, we're so healthy. That's just a store. Is this anything? I mean, I think the nicest thing is that once we're done doing these checks, we could just go to the Light World and do them there, just by pressing the mirror thing. Yeah, that just drops us back down to the bottom over there. Middle cave is just a drop-down point. Okay. That was just to stop us from going around. That's just another way back up the mountain over there. So we've checked both of those. I don't think there's anything down here to the right in the Dark World. No, there is not. Which means one more cave? No, there isn't one here on either spot? Okay, I guess most of Death Mountain was actually in the Light World. For some reason I thought it was in the Dark World. Doesn't matter at all. That was probably a really stupid place to put that. Yeah, because I don't think that's a way to... I'm going to have to go to the Dark World again. Hindsight. So Paradox Cave is in the Light World. Probably should have known that. Probably. That's not the way we want to go. Is this the way we want to go? That's not the way we want to go. Is this the way we want to go? That's where we want to go. Hope y'all are ready for items. Probably junk items, but still. This is the majority of what Death Mountain has in store for us. Rupees and arrows. We can do Palace of Darkness. I need bombos for Misery Mire. 10 arrows. Another full heart. Are we gonna get 20 hearts? Nothing! Really? So this saves time if you can do it right, which I'm not going to. See, what was that? I actually went forwards. Doesn't matter. Was that everything we needed to check? That'll just get us back up to the top. There is one more chest out here that I can remember. I don't remember how to get there. But there is one more drop-down chest. See, this is just the other side over here. This is the cave that I forgot. I actually got stuck in that run that I did after the festive one, like my 4th run. This is the 5th. I got stuck because I didn't know that cave was there. I was like, how in the heck do you get up Death Mountain in the light world? And I found out. It's gotta be here. There's gotta be a drop-down point here, and I think there's a chest. What was that noise? It like rattled. Was that my headset? We almost got enough for 10 upgrades. Whenever we go to Ice Palace, we're gonna get decked out. All of the decks. Hey, we didn't get stuck on that guy. That would have been awful. Give me something awesome. Of course. Okay. Why don't I have the ice rod out? I think that about does it for Death Mountain. So, where do we go? We finish Desert Palace? I mean, this isn't an all dungeons run, but I think there's still stuff to check in there, and it could be. I need... Wait. Even better. We'll skip the whole first half of the dungeon. I shouldn't have jumped down. Because we'll do this. Paradox Cave. I have the mirror. I should have thought of that immediately. Before we even go and do this, we should come over here and check this. Because there's a cave over here. Or not Paradox Cave, no. Checkerboard Cave. 10 arrows. I still regret nothing. It was in the area. Thank you for not making me go into the dark world and then come back over here again. Tell me we're in between all the rocks. Nope. Alright, so it's not a dead center kind of dealio. You can actually circumvent the need for... Oh, wait, no you can't, because you can't get into the dark world. I was going to say, you don't even need the gloves, because you could just teleport in here. But you need the Titan Mitts to get the Misery Mire, unless you're playing inverted. Which, thankfully, we are not. Not to say that it's a bad game mode. I don't want to discredit like the hard work of the mods and stuff, but it just sounds like a headache. Like, that's not even fun. Like, there's challenge, and then there's hard for the sake of hard. That's just hard for the sake of hard. Frickin' Gibdos, if I had fire, I would melt you. Why? Why didn't I go and get the Tempered Sword? Why do I still put it off? What would be really great is if we found Tempered Sword in here, because then we would get the Butter Sword out there. Like, that would be, like, the best January present ever. I wish we had silver arrows. Like, silver arrows are not a required item, so I'm kind of hoping that the green pendant has them or something so that we actually get value out of that. Deep down, I kind of want the mirror shield. Got it. Even if I did get hit in the face. This is normally a red Igor. Right now it's one of them red hard beetle things that are completely immune to arrows. Which I didn't know. Because I don't think I've ever tried just shooting them with a bow before. I mean, I might have. Very, very, very long time ago, but not with any of the randomizer runs. So it was basically when the world was young. Now go away. You hit me. Why are you taking away from the hearts that I need to kill your master? And then we hope, and we hope, and we hope, and we hope that this isn't a required item. Because you need the fire rod or the bombos to win this fight, and we don't have either of those items, which means there was no reason to come here. That at least gives me the peace of mind of knowing that we don't need to do that. It also means that we can't do Ice Palace, we can do Swamp Palace, and we can finish the Palace of Darkness. Why am I pointing? Okay, so, if I'm not mistaken, Floody-doo. Take me to 5. And I think there's a way to get to the Dark World here. So now we can go to the Palace of Darkness. Again. But this time, we could fight. And wait, why am I going here without getting... No, we're getting the Tempered Sword. We're getting the Tempered Sword. I don't care. None of this stuff matters. I want the Tempered Sword. I need it. It's a crutch. I have... Look at how many hearts we have. I've got 5.5. How am I going to kill a boss with 5.5 hearts? It just doesn't work like that. Man, we're already over 2 hours. This less than 4-hour run. Looking less and less likely. I mean, if I just got all of the items, I am confident that I could clear the dungeons faster than that. But, save from just getting a go mode now, which people normally have by now. We're like horrifically bad at this right now. No, we're not doing a blacksmith chain, we're getting the Tempered Sword. Yes, purple chest and blacksmith are both checks we could do right now. I would love the fire rod. I would really like the fire rod. Why am I going into the forest? I don't need to go into the... Go around. I don't want to go into that forest if I don't have to. But you need it for Ice Palace, you need it for Turtle Rock, you need it for Skull Woods. Fire Rod is just needed in a lot of places. It's the Ice Rod that isn't super useful. As I'm sure I've said a lot before, I'm just going to start repeating myself like crazy. Because this is a lot of hours to do something. I don't know how people would just, like, I don't know if people do commentate these kind of things. But after, like, 3 or 4 runs, I'm like, what would you even really have to talk about? I mean, I guess thought process, yeah, but still. Okay. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Because this is what I wanted. We have the red sword for our red shield. Get wrecked, noobs. Okay. Now we can go back to this world. No, we don't want to do that. I want to do blacksmiths. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go over to Kakariko Village. But I'm like, we're already in the Dark World and it's like 2 pages away. Okay, 3, but still. Not far enough that I would want to go and go back to the Light World and then flute over there and then go all the way up. And go back to the Dark World and then come back down. Already did the hammer pegs, can't do the magic bat yet. So... come with me, Frogman, if you want to live. I think they said his name's Jeremy. We'll come over here. Lifting this up. Then people drop it there so that they can come into here. Which lets the blacksmith go into here. Then you immediately back out of the room. And this one, unlike the mushroom, you don't have to leave the area, you just need to leave the house. I mean, they gave me 10 times more money than they did last time, but that's still stupid. But doing that puts the purple chest here, which lets me get the purple chest. Okay. And now we save and quit. Because we could just go back to the light world with it. should have probably used the mirror first. Of course. I don't know if he'll follow if the chest will. Oops. There's some way to actually dash and have the chest still follow you. Oops. Professional gameplay. I mean, obviously not. It's my 5th randomizer run, but still. So now we can come down this way and do the thing. Hopefully we'll get the fire rod. If we don't, we'll just do Swamp Palace. Because we have our tempered sword. The sword that is good enough to beat the game. I mean, the Master Sword can technically... I mean, there are swordless runs. You could beat this game without a sword. Maybe you can, I can't, probably, but... we have the sword that's like, yeah, I could beat the game now. So many pieces of heart. We're one piece of heart away from another heart. How many of those do we even have? I guess it'll only tell you on the title screen. So we have to come here in the Dark World and then make a portal back to the Light World, otherwise we won't be able to get there. And then they had to redraw this half of this shield too. The skin's neat. I didn't mean to do that, but you slide around a lot in water for some reason. That means the Quake Medallion isn't actually useful for anything this game, because it's not one of the 2 required medallions. Sometimes there's only 1 required. So that's neat. Just gotta find... that's one less thing that we need anyway. Just gotta find the bombos. Which is cool, because if we're gonna fight Vitreous, I would want bombos anyway. I mean, Fire Rod would be fine because we have half magic now. Still nice to have. We have Hookshot, so we should be able to clear this dungeon. Unless the boss is Trinex. But I mean, what are the odds of that? I would knock on wood, but my desk is made out of glass. Do it for me, or we're gonna die. It's not gonna be Trinex, it's gonna be 3 Trinexes. Swamp Palace it is. What do you tell me, hint? Spring Ball are behind Ridley. Whenever it has the little elf, like, Link Kappa face. Wow, these guys are vanilla. It's how you know when they're messing around. Because there's a combo randomizer, and I guess Spring Ball could be behind Ridley. I don't have any bombs? I'll fix that problem. That combo randomizer is actually really cool. I don't think I'm ever going to do that because Super Metroid looks really hard. Making me go the wrong way just because I killed an enemy. Still super cool though. There's a lot of talent and hard work and stuff that goes into actually being able to pull those off. The Super Metroid is way harder than A Link to the Past, even though it's a lot shorter. And then needing to know where you can go in both. Like, you see how all the trouble that I'm having trying to figure out where I need to go in this regular run of A Link to the Past? Now add needing to know everywhere you could possibly go in Super Metroid on top of that. I would just die. Not to say that it wouldn't be fun, I guess, but you just have to... I mean, I don't know, just like the base required skills for that game seem pretty high. Like, you need to be able to infinite bomb jump and a bunch of other stuff, and it just looks like the timing is difficult. Not that I've ever tried it. Did I just freeze you? You guys are immune to freeze and everything. Like, the fire rod doesn't kill you. I don't even know if silver arrows one-shots them. Unless you hit them from behind or use the bombos, they're just annoying dudes. We're gonna pull the lever, Kronk. It's just gonna fill in the dungeon. Isn't it nice when it's frozen and everything's done for you and you can just run through this dungeon? And there's nice Christmas music on? I already missed that. You gonna get the key? Don't have the big key. So if there's no Trinexes, actually no, we already have the Ice Rod. I think we might just need Fire Rod and Bombos. Oh, you know what? We could check Sick Kid, because we have bottles. I didn't even think about that. Sick Kid might have Fire Rod. Piece of heart. Which gives us our 17th heart. There's actually only 3 hearts left. So I believe we want to go this way first. Because I believe we want to hit this switch first. Because I believe we want to pull this lever through first. I didn't get the key, that's why you go down first. And then we reset the dungeon. And we pretend that never happened. Why is there no music? It's creeping me out. Like, I only ever have one headphone on because they're noise canceling and I can't tell how loud I am if there's other distractions going on. But that's creepy. Mirroring is breaking the music. I mean, it'll probably fix itself when we get to the boss. Now that I think about it, aren't these all vanilla enemies? This dungeon's like... Okay, there's some randomized elements. I actually had to leave the dungeon. There we go. No, like, I've done this randomized before. These guys weren't here at all. And the water blob things were there, but they weren't spawning because they were different enemies. There was just a graphic for them. You could walk through it and it wouldn't hurt you. I hate having to get hit there. Why is this still filled up? Are you seriously? Was there anything here, or was it only a key on the other side? I don't even remember anymore. Okay, it's drained. I was like, please don't make me leave again. This shame. This shame. We got the key. Now I can do that, but we want the blue things up so that we can get that other chest eventually, because you can't push those. Even though it looks like you could. But like, even those guys falling out of the wall there, it's possible for them to be something different. Get that through the wall, get hit by that thing again. Get hit by that thing again. Oh my god. Enemizer. Like, what is that thing even supposed to be? Is that, like, organic, or is that just, like, some kind of metal monster? Is that a robot? Kinda looks like it has whiskers on the spikes. Or some of the spikes on the tops and the bottom. The cardinal directions on that thing look like whiskers. Probably the best way to say it. My nose is burning something fierce. The talking, it's agitating it. It's probably fine though. I'm sure I won't die from, like, burning nose. Alright. So this should give us a few more chest checks. Frames. Or just a couple more, actually? I think this has to be the big key, then. Or no, because I think you only need a small key to go forwards. Oh, it was the big key. Who cares? We win! Much yawning, sorry. Okay. So with the big key, we could just check the big chest and keep going. So I think the deal with them is that you need to get them to move a direction because they'll just come towards you, but then going back they're a little slower, so they can't just do it back. I think that's the counterplay to them. Either way, they're annoying. It was just 10 arrows. Even if we get nothing out of here, it's still a required dungeon, so I regret nothing. Oh no, you're so screwed. You had no chance of doing anything. Why did I go to that? Yes, it's red, but it's not the Cane of Samaria. Oh wait, you actually have to use the statue for this. I forgot. My bad. When you go off screen, the blocks from the Cane of Samaria disappear. Yeah, this way. Then he walks into death, and I get my 10th bomb. When we go to Ice Palace, we're going to upgrade so much. It's going to take time out, but we're not going to run out of bombs ever again. Or arrows. Not that I've really had to use any of those. If silver arrows were in here, cough cough, we would be getting more use out of the bow because it would actually be worth it to shoot these enemies, because it one-shots most everything. Silver arrows. Silver arrows. That's the single rupee. And since that's the single rupee, and I think there's only one of those, one less thing that it could be. I don't know if we've gotten the single arrow yet. If we haven't, then that must mean that Sahasrahla has something good for once in his life. Because if you think about it, the last time we had Sahasrahla, he was garbage. And this time he just had some heart pieces, which are arguably less garbage than garbage, but still kind of garbage. Will this be our second dungeon done? All these vanilla enemies. Okay. Not Trinex or Cold Stare. Not Trinex or Cold Stare. Moldorm! They add more eyes. We win. See, isn't that great? My first Enemizer run, I got like... There was another single rupee? My first randomizer run, or Enemizer run rather, that was just the only boss shuffled. I got like 4 Landmos, or no, 4 Moldorms, 3 Landmos. What was it? A blind and a moth, I think. I don't know if that adds up, but I think that's what it was. It was super amazing. Like, the most amazing. So, that's done. That wasn't a red crystal. We didn't get Bombos or... actually anything out of there. We still can't do Ice Palace, which leads me to believe we have to finish Palace of Darkness. Because we can't do really much anything else. But, I mean, we have 17 hearts in red mail. I think if there was a time for us to go to Palace of Darkness, it'd probably be now. I don't think we're going to get the other 3 hearts. At least not before we finish Palace of Darkness. Especially, you know, since we're going there now. Oh, we can still do those 2 checks in the graveyard. So when we're done with Palace of Darkness, we're going to save and quit. If I remember. Probably not going to because I said we're going to, and I always forget things when I say we're going to do them. But, the Graveyard Ledge and the place that normally has the magic cape. We needed the mirror to get those, and we have the mirror now. Profit. I went up again. Why do I keep going up? I just want to go up so bad, but I can't. Because it leads nowhere. So thankfully we can at least run straight to the boss, because we double dipped the dungeon, as they call it, I believe. Meaning we had to come back here multiple times. Which is true, that was in the logic. We could not have beaten this game without doing that, because the first chest had the hammer in it. And you need the hammer. Like, that was required. We couldn't beat the game without the hammer. Because we need it for Dark World. And we could just use the bow. Hit that. Which will let us come in here. Which will let us use the cane. Happiness. It's the cane of feels good, man. Not having to push those stupid statues. And that one that we did before was like the only one that was actually off screen. You know, I think I have empty bottles. Why don't we get an insurance fairy? Like a good neighbor, fairies are there. Okay, wall is open, boss is go. 2 hours and 40 minutes already. Oof. 42. The sub 3 hours dream is dead, but I really, especially for a full Enemizer, I mean, there's the hope in Enemizer that you don't actually need things, so you can go places without the bow or whatever. Rarely works out that way. I think, anyway. I've done... Of the 5 runs I've done, one was a light Enemizer, like the partial one that's only bosses, and the other 2, counting this one, were full Enemizers. So I've done one perfectly normal vanilla run, then I did a light Enemizer, then I did the festive run, which was normal, but it was festive. Then I did a full Enemizer, and this is a full Enemizer again, but it's weeks later. Hey, Vanilla Helmosaur! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see how much health I have? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've got... Well, we can actually see the difference then. 2, 3, 4. You only have to hit 4 times with the Tempered Sword. That's how much faster that was. We got hit 4 times too, which is also less than last time. And also... Quake. The useless medallion. Also, we have more hearts and stuff. It was a crystal. We needed to do it. Why Quake? Okay, so now we're going to go to Graveyard Ledge and stuff just like I said we were going to. Please, I don't care where we stop, just don't let me stop on something else. Fantastic. We're going to Graveyard. By saving and quitting. Because that is way faster, like way faster, okay. This is another thing we didn't do in the other run, like, I wasn't quitting and using this as a teleport. Feels good though. I can see why people do that. Do I need to... I probably should have come here from the Dark World. Oof. Which means we're going to have to come back here again, because I'm only going to be able to check this one. Which was only 10 arrows. So potentially the one that was worthless instead, unless they both are, was the one that we checked. So we need to go over to Kakariko, the other blue item. Admittedly, there's the bloomerang and the mirror and the cane of Burna and the flute. So it's not like there's one of them, and there's blue potions, but It was the other blue one. And that fish is blue, too. And our hearts are blue. Isn't blue great? Like, blue and green are just awesome. Varying shades of both. Like, I really like the cyan we were. Honestly, I don't really care for the magenta. Magenta's kind of nice. Purpley. This outline link is pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool. We started off with a nice green. Got a super awesome cyan. And life went on. I mean, I always appreciate the red mail, just for value. Just tends to not look as nice. I mean, I guess on Vivi, I don't know, but Vivi, like, blue and purple are awesome together. If I ever had Christmas lights that I, like, custom designed, I think I would make them, like, blue, green, blue, purple, and just alternate like that. Because I want it to be dominated by blue, but I'm like, those other two colors are so nice next to it. Like, I like blue, green, and purple are just, like, the best. I also really like silver. Give me something amazing. Like, you know, the fire rod, so I can actually progress more. Because I'm getting locked by everything with the fire rod. Why are you just 20 rupees? Why? I think we're gonna need to go back to the drawing board again. So what have I skipped? What did we get most recently? We've got the Titan mitts, still got the book, we got the hook shot, we got Quake that doesn't help us at all. Loot's not going to get us anywhere, the ice rod doesn't do anything. We've already used ether to get into Turtle Rock, but we need the fire rod. Got the cape. I know there's only 10 bombs on the island, so there's no real reason to do that. We can't go into Ice Palace at all. We can't beat Cold Stare, so that's not what we need to do. Already cleared Thieves Town. We can't do Skull Woods without the fire rod because I can't even get... We didn't even get the big key in there, so I wouldn't be able to open the chest even if we got across there, even though we do have the hook shot now. So I don't think that Skull Woods is what we need to do. I already did Eastern Palace. Already went and did Aghanim. Good here, we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Good. Good here. There's a cave we could check over here in the Dark World. That's one thing we could do. Already did those two chains. I don't have the powder, so I can't do that. We already checked the hammer pegs. Already got the Village of Outcasts. Already got Kakariko Village. Digging Game. And the Little Race. Already did Zora. Already did the Mushroom. Already did Death Mountain. Already did the Lumberjack. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be down here then. Because that's like the only other thing I can think of. Maybe that's just Light World, the only thing I can think of. Probably be more in the Dark World. But that's the only location that's jumping out at me right now. How best would I get there? I don't like in A Link Between Worlds that they put lots of like giant chasm pits everywhere so you can't just walk around the world like you do in the original one. I think the Dark World's nicer in this one. I think we're going to go down to here to get to it. I think that's what we're going to do. Sounds a hell of a lot closer than going to the palace. You know what? I can actually go up Death Mountain now? So we could check Ether. Because I have the Ether Medallion. There's no Quake Medallion spot. But the Ether Tablet? Up by the Tower of Hera. Dang it. Did we have that when we were up there? I should have checked. What am I doing? Like, I'm talking and I'm like, I need to go over here. We need to go to the Dark World first. Which again, I'm sure I could do this faster if I wasn't actually commentating it, but I don't think anyone would want to see me just not say anything and just watch the run. I mean, that's why even for the speedrun tournaments and stuff, they have commentators talking. So that it's not just silent footage. Oof. Humidifier's been amazing lately. Never really used one of those before. It's so dry out here. I don't know how I've lived my whole life without a humidifier. I would turn it on now, but it makes a lot of noise. And so my nose would be broken until then. Please. Please, just fire rod. That was like the only place it could have been. We keep like the last place we look is where we need to go. So... Bombos. I think that's it. Actually, let's save and quit out just in case anyway. Powder isn't required. We are literally, if we get Bombos, we're in go mode. If we get Bombos, we can just do all of the dungeons, skipping all of the chests, and beat the game. So we're gonna go to Crow's house. That actually opens so much for us. I'm not sure there's a particularly good direction to favor over the other ones. So we can do Skull Woods, we can do Ice Palace, and we can do Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock does have a unique item, and it does have the Mirror Shield, but I'm going to hold off on that, I think. We need to do these other two dungeons regardless, so I think it would be safer. Ice Palace takes so long, though. Like, Ice Palace Go mode is super quick. If you don't... You know what? Let's actually do the other ones first. We're actually gonna... Let's do Skull Woods, and then we're gonna risk it and do Turtle Rock and see if that saves us time. Because a lot of times I've seen people do races where a full clear of Ice Palace is actually enough to put someone from the lead to behind the other person. Because it takes, like... Even for the really good people, it takes like another 5 minutes for some reason. There's just so many floors. I don't know what that was, but we killed it, and I'm glad it's gone. Okay. 20 rupees, yes, thank you. We have enough for 12 upgrades. Man, that means we're gonna get those, like, upgrades, like, at the last second, then, though. How many crystals we got? We already got the other one, so there's only... Wait, do we only need 2 crystals? We already have 5 crystals? I didn't even know we cleared 5 dungeons already. Dang. Okay, so this Misery Mire is it. Ice Palace is also a pendant. Wait, we could have just dropped in here to get here? I didn't even remember that that was a thing. We don't have the big key. But we do have a small key. If that does anything for us. Why? Why is this room like this? Okay, so we hit the thing. I hate these bars. They're actually coming into the next room. We can't open this. But it's open for when we can. Got all that stuff. We got that. Where did we miss in here that there was a chest? This has to be completable. There's no dungeon that is uncompletable. Probably not this way. We already got that chest. God, I don't know why I have so many problems with Skull Woods. So since we already got that one, it clears up this bottom over here. We already got that chest up there. That leads around to the chest we just opened up, but we don't have the big key for that. This is already opened up because we got a key for it, and we already got that key over there, which is what opened it. You come through this way. But I think that's just the other drop-down path. So I think the big key is actually in that chest in this final area that we needed the fire rod for. Which would make sense. I was already like, we need the fire rod. And then I was like, well, maybe I'm an idiot. And it was over here. But it wasn't. We already got the key from up there. That's just a dead-end room. No reason to have that. It's just an extra key that we get. Which means we could save a little bit of time doing stuff in here. Man, we're like not super far. We could actually get a decent time. The hype is on. Okay, it was the other side. There's like one of these. Yeah, you can actually pick something up there. I didn't notice there was items down there. I thought it was an actual wall. No way. Big key. But I'm not a bunny. Little key. Why another little key? Was this locked? Okay. Yeah, it was. So the logic dictates that there would have to be a key there. Because you could use a key on that other room. Like, how do you dodge? I'll show you that you dodge this. Let me answer that question. Staff of I don't care. Get wrecked. If they're gonna do cheap stuff like that, then I'll just use my rod of I can't lose. I lost. Dang it. Rod of I can't lose, take 2. I hate wall masters. Like, why are you even a wall master? You're on the ceiling. The ceiling isn't a wall. From what, the sky? It occurs to me we don't have silver arrows, but silver arrows aren't actually required. They're just extremely nice. Are you kidding me? Ah. I'm getting trolled so hard. And I keep hearing that whew, like it's coming down to kill me. I actually really need that fairy. I don't know. Okay, we got it. Calculated. You're immune to the fire rod too? It hit me into the thing! I even got quiet so I could focus and stuff, and it just... What is up with all of these bouncing enemies? Like, do you notice that? Do you actually see that? Like, these masked guys. And the bouncy guys. Like, the perfect enemies to knock you into things. Like, I know it was fire that knocked me up. Alright. These guys are awful. I would rather jump. I don't want you touching me. Lost all that life. All we can hope is that it's not the moth or Trinex or something. If it's the Trinex... I'm just so... out of magic. I'm just so out of magic. We're losing so much time. We're coming up on 3 hours now. What can I use that will just kill them? Hookshot. I got him from behind. He's dead. If I had the powder... If I had the powder, I would get rid of that thing too, so that nothing else could stop me. I don't. Don't even care. We're Eye of the Tigering this. I have a key from earlier on in the dungeon. I don't need to kill you for the key. Don't be cold stare or Trinex. Moldorm. Ha! He's having problems with the room too. Awesome! The Light World bosses are the best. I was like, wait a minute, isn't that going to be really bad? I can't believe the final boss had the boss key. I was like, isn't this going to be bad? But then he was also adversely affected by the floor moving. And then it was great. Okay, so let's just come back over here and get our reward real quick. We only need Misery Mire. And then we'll be done. We could just go fight Aghanim, then we can go fight Ganon. And we won't have had to have cleared a single pendant dungeon. That'll be a first. It actually will. I've never actually beaten this game without having to do a single pendant dungeon before. Granted, I've only done this 5 times, so that's not that impressive, but... looks like 5th time's the charm. I'm so glad that Skullwoods is behind us. Skullwoods and Misery Mire are awful. Turtle Rock, honestly, I mean, there's a lot of items in there. It's kind of rewarding. There's some frustrating stuff about it. It's not the worst, though. That's annoying. These rolly bars. These rolly bars suck. 20 bucks. Unfortunately, the boss dropped a fetch quest for 20 bucks. So, where are we heading? I mean, I say that, but Bombos could actually be on either of the bosses. I feel like Bombos is going to be the green pendant, actually, because that's a unique item. And there's really not many of those left. It's either the powder or that or a single arrow or something now. So, I think we're just going to risk it. Let's just go to Turtle Rock. This could be terrible. Because Turtle Rock is actually one of the one things. Like, an extra trip up Death Mountain is way worse than having to full clear Ice Palace. But if it's up here and we don't have to do Ice Palace at all, then that means full clearing Ice Palace and then needing to do this climb would have been the worst. So we're going to cross our fingers and just hope that Bombos is up here. Because if Bombos is up here, our time is going to be definitely under 4 hours. Which was my goal for talking and doing this. I do have a time that was like 3:30 or something, or 3:40 or something like that. It was definitely well under 4 hours. And I was doing other things at the time, but I got really lucky on that run. While we're up here, why don't I check Ether? Didn't even think about that, but we were just walking by. Are you kidding me? What is this? Oh, you actually have to use the book. I'm so stupid. That means I could check the Bombos tablet too. Why did I think you needed Bombos to get Bombos? Man. Watch it. It's gonna be on Bombos now. Bombos is gonna be vanilla Bombos, and this dungeon is gonna be completely pointless. We're already teetering on terrible time. But I'm just gonna hold out hope. And we're gonna get that mirror shield, because we're gonna be in here anyway, so why not? Dark World. Don't fail me. If we get Bombos in an earlier part of the dungeon, I'm not even gonna finish it, we're just gonna leave. Because if we get Bombos, we're in go mode, nothing else matters. Even if there is the Butter Sword in here, they say that the Butter Sword is only like a minute and a half faster on Ganon. Because the difference between the Fighter Sword and the Master Sword is huge. And the difference between the Master Sword and the Tempered Sword, also known as Bacon, is huge. But the difference between the Bacon Sword and the Butter Sword, it really isn't that big. So... Oh, that almost went as planned. We're going to shoot downwards. Shoot that way, and then pause, and then I wasn't fast enough, so I couldn't do the thing. I don't know how they do that so fast, but we'll pull off on this one. And that was much, much better execution than last time. You guys remember how bad this was last time? That was a nightmare. I failed that I don't even know how many times. I had to cut it out because of how bad I was failing that. So, yeah, I just asked you if you saw it and then told you that I cut it out of the video, but I only cut out the final attempt of it, like... It was bad. And now it's not, because we got 2 keys, and there's so many chests in here, and we already have the big key. I forgot about that, which means there's only 2 more completely useless items. Map and the compass, because when you play this game multiple times, like, you don't really need them. Like, we haven't really looked... I mean, yeah, the overworld map, but the overworld map doesn't count. It's not a dungeon map. We haven't needed to consult the dungeon map. This room is so much easier now, wow. Some rooms are so much worse, and some are just so much better. Should have used the boomerang. Another key. Wow, we already blow through both of them? I thought we had more than that. Walking into those guys doesn't hurt you. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Man, this is already the longest recording I've ever done. I mean, not the longest recording session, mind you, but recording sessions usually involve, like, being able to listen to music and, like, drinking hot cocoa or whatever, getting up to go to the bathroom. Like, I'm not on a timer. Why? Why are these unkillable? Oh, I already... I'm the same color as the bunny. I didn't even notice I was unbunnied. The one design flaw of this skin. That sucks. Give me something. Bombos. Another bottle. We can still check Sick Kid. I need to quit forgetting to check Sick Kid. How much you want to bet Sick Kid has bombos? Just so that this was a waste of time. Probably not. But if we get Powder here, Powder could have bombos on Magic Bat if it's just one of those time-wasting seeds. See, that's another thing to take into consideration. I want to do sub 4 hours, but some seeds are, like, legitimately longer. Like, my execution might be faster and better on this seed than other ones. But I might finish it at a later time because this seed was just harder than the other ones. That's why it's kind of hard to gauge. Can I just get to the... Oh, you know what? Just hit me. I don't even care. And then you hit me. And that'll take me back. And I'm just going to walk over here and kill him. Which will open that up, which will let me come here. Which will get us outside, which will get us a mirror shield so these things won't bother us. You for real? They're so annoying. I wish they reflected back and then destroyed them. I really do, but they frustrate me so much, even with red mail. And I'm just happy to be in here. See, I think it's actually kind of cool. Some enemies, like these guys, wouldn't get out, I guess. So they actually redesigned this so that you could walk in here just in case. They actually moved the wall in the room. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'll walk in here. We're pretty low. We should definitely stop for fairies at some point. Actually, I guess we have fairies. Let's just keep going until we die. Our mirror shield. So for Ganon's tower, And for Turtle Rock, the only two places, because Turtle Rock's supposed to be the last dungeon, we will get use out of this. Even if we die, we get the second checkpoint here, because this is a big dungeon. Piece of heart. Love being able to check that immediately, not having to go back. I love there not being a bar here. It's like Enemizer makes the parts of the game that weren't obnoxious, obnoxious, and it makes the parts of the game that were obnoxious not obnoxious, typically. See? It's just a wall master, and yeah, I hate those things, but there's only one, and I have a big room, and I can just kill it. What key am I missing? What did I do? Oh, no. Not more time wastiness. What could I have missed? That's just money over to the right. What did I not do? Is it because I spent that key to get the nothing on the bridge there? Really? I wanted to kill them to see if they dropped it. Nope. I feel like it's gonna be like one of the under these things. And if nothing else, I can mirror back to there, I believe. Did I miss a key over here? No, I needed a key to get through that door, but that was the key that I used to get through here, which dropped me over there. Did it have to be earlier on in the dungeon? What did I do? Wouldn't have been in here. We already came out there. Because that's where the path ends when you use that key in the middle. But I didn't want to risk Bombos being there considering we still needed it. We killed both of these guys and they didn't have a key. We already got that chest. You're kidding me. That's why I was wondering why I didn't have that other key. That's why it was weird. Fantastic, it worked. Because I was like, we have two keys, but then we went through there and we needed to get another key out of that chest. That felt weird to me. But to think that was the one that I missed. Clear shot to victory, then. I'm getting excited for Laser Bridge. I feel like it's probably on Laser Bridge. Laser Bridge is just another one of them feel-good things. And you hold down. Oh wow, are these things not gonna murderize me? I mean, that still hit me. Yay! We got it first try. I remembered right. What? Okay. I can't believe, like, could you even walk past that without invincibility? I feel like you'd walk into it, just get hit, and oh my god. There's the map. Bombos! We don't need to finish this dungeon. The powder is probably what the other one is. Piece of heart. I bet Sahasrara has total garbage. We're getting out of here. I don't even care. Misery Mire takes forever. We have to do Misery Mire, Ganon's Tower, and then Ganon. And we've got less than 45 minutes. Get me over to Misery Actually, no, we don't need to check Sick Kid. We're in go mode. I just want to get more potions. Let's just use our money on potions. We don't need more bombs and stuff. B, get out. Barry, get out. I don't care. Heal me up. I've got so much money. Alright, we're fully healed. And hopefully, these will get us through the entire rest of the game. Alright, so... we've got full mana refills and everything. We haven't had to fight a Trinex. I don't want to jinx it, but oh my god, we haven't had to fight a Trinex. And we do not need to fully clear this dungeon. We don't need to fully clear Ganon's tower either. We get the big key, we're running for the boss. I am not looking for every chest in this dungeon. Go mode feels so good. It felt like we were never going to get there like 2 hours ago. Actual speedrunners would have like won by now. It would be a done deal. Speed Gaming 3. At least it was a notification to people doing Zelda stuff. At least I assume it could be other things. They do Deltarune and a bunch of other stuff. I haven't even seen anything about that game yet. People said it was like another Undertale. And I was like, this time I'm going to experience it for myself. So I haven't seen any kind of spoilers on that game yet. Probably won't for a while since I didn't really plan on playing it anytime soon, since I'd rather play Divinity or something. But aside from seeing thumbnails from people, I haven't seen anything on that game. Maybe someday, I don't know. See, the problem with those kind of games, like, I am glad that I never did Undertale on my channel, not only because it was already spoiled for me, so it wouldn't have been special, but because I can't do voices. And that's the kind of thing that you really need to be able to do voices for. Like, if Papyrus, Undyne, Alphys, and, like, what's his name? Toriel was the mom, goat mom. Why can I not remember Goat Dad's name? It's the Bergenstrecking song. Oh my god, it's gonna bother me now. I should know this. Asgore. That was it, right? It was Asgore? I think, anyway. We don't have the big key, right? I was talking. Yeah, I think so, anyway. If they all had exactly the same voice, it wouldn't have had the same value, and I don't do a face cam. I think it would have just been bad on the whole. Everyone would have hated it. I wouldn't have been happy with it. It just would have been bad news bears. We hit the switch, and we go this way. That's why I don't think I would ever really do a Let's Play of it. Because I assume Deltarune is pretty much a carbon copy of Undertale. And I could not do a game like that justice. Especially in the winter months. Like, not only is my nose dead right now, but I get, like, phlegmy, and my throat gets all hoarse and stuff when winter starts, and it doesn't really go away until, like, late spring. My voice is gonna be awful. Boss key, we're getting out of here. Who even cares what else? I don't even know how to... No, I don't want to do that first room again. I don't know how to do that first... I mean, I know how to do that first room, but there's just so many enemies in there, and it's so annoying. I think we needed to go this way, right? Was it just, like, straight ahead here or something? Nope, it was down. We need to go down and to the right. To hell with Misery Mire. Like, seriously, this place is the pits. We've got 40 minutes to beat the boss here. And then do Ganon's Tower. Even though this one is probably, like, the hardest seed I've done so far. I mean, I don't know. I might have had worse. I had some terrible times in the beginning. I just feel like this seed is like above average difficulty. For like duration at least. So even if our time is a little over, it wouldn't be too bad. But oh my god, if it was to the point where it should be a little bit over, but then it isn't, we're the best. That'd be great. So, I wonder if this is all going to be one video. I hope it is, but like, how many hours would that take? Like, I know at an hour and 25 minutes, I need to make a cut. And in an hour and 45, the dogs barked, but I don't really think it was worth cutting out. I think that was the only two noteworthy times. I think my puppos barked one other time, but I don't think that was a big deal. I'm really hoping that I only need to make one cut on this, because I just can't watch the entire thing. We just have to hope beyond hope that this comes out okay. Because there just aren't enough hours in the day. And I need my humidifier. No, I'll be fine. I know this is just lots of me complaining, but it's because I'm not getting my normally scheduled breaks. And by normally scheduled, I just mean, like, I feel like doing something else and I get up. Oh no, a blind fight in the... Oh, that actually hurts. Oh, that actually hurts. Okay, we're gonna cape strats. We actually had a blind. In the room where touching the blue stuff on the floor, that water stuff all hurts us. But we have the cape. So it wasn't a problem. Did you, like, die? Thank you. Huh, that only took 2 minutes from before. We did it! We didn't do a single pendant dungeon. I'm so proud of me for not 100%ing the game. Man, did we ever get a lot of hearts and stuff. So maybe this... I don't know. Getting stuck was more traumatic because I was not cutting things out, so I feel like I'm wasting people's time. We're in the Dark World. It stresses me out. I shouldn't have quit out there. I pressed Y because I thought for some reason that would back me out. Or X, rather. It's the button on the top. It did not. We need to go to the other world. Fly back up to Death Mountain and do it. We completely skipped Ice Palace. That was the call. If we get this done in under 4 hours, it's because we never went. Did I seriously just go back? Oh no, wait, was I stuck? Was that why? I'm just gonna come all the way down here. I don't know what the hell just happened because I was talking. And whenever we're on, like, loading screens or whatever, sometimes I don't even look at the screen and I'm just doing whatever. But if we get this, it's going to be because we skipped Ice Palace. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Some 4-hour hype. There's still a few places we didn't check. So, unless Buttersword is in Cannon's Tower, we're not getting it. But, damn, no silver arrows either. This is gonna be the hardest Ganon I've ever fought, because I usually have at least tempered and silvers. I have never fought Ganon without silver arrows. So this is gonna be a first. Hopefully the 3 blue potions is enough. You know what? I won't say that this was the hardest run I've ever done, because in the beginning... Oh my god. I had to do some brutal early Trinex fights. And it's like Master Sword Trinex without half magic and green mail with like 10 hearts. Trinex does 4 hearts when he hits you. I was like, you're 3-shotable, and if you miss, like, at all, when you have Master Sword, you run out of magic. It was the worst. I admit, maybe I'm just better than I was now. Maybe it's just because they gave me so many things. Like, is that how people determine the difficulty of a seed? They're just like, oh look, he has a ton of hearts and red mail, and he has Bacon Sword, so it's not a bad run? I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like there were a few times where it's like, where could this thing be? We checked everywhere we know to check, and then it was in the last place. So I kind of felt like that's what made this a more difficult seed, because that happened to me more often than before. I mean, yeah, we forgot Ice Rod and Hype Cave in that other one. I believe the behind strats for hoping for something lucky is to start on the right. There's a big key is over here. You are golden. Remarkably not bad. Okay, so left side has more chests and is faster, supposedly, or something. And that is why people go to this way. But if you check those 2 right chests over there, and it's that one, then you save a lot of time, and they're really quick to check. So people always say, especially if you're behind, to check those, because if it pays off, you could save a lot of time over your competitor. I want to try it. It didn't work. He didn't grab me? I mean, I guess I had enough space to just do it normally. Wow, this room's awesome. There's no... I mean, there's still a red skeleton. Regular key. 20 bucks. Bombs. Regular key. Disappointing. But which? What did I think was going to happen? How could I do this? Just like that, I guess. Okay. Which of these 22 chests is it going to be? What? It's just one of you? That's awesome. A full heart. We actually got 18. Oh, you can't check in dungeons. I was like, how close are we to the other ones? What are the odds of us actually getting all 20 hearts? Probably pretty bad. Do I not have a way to hit that? Right, I needed to bomb this. Where is my brain right now? Man, I've seen people do that and they made it look all cool and stuff. Like that, but imagine I did it on the first time and it was even cooler. Like, you never use the boomerang, but when you do use it, it's like, damn. I did a thing. I like, all hell is back there. It's like the gates of hell over here. Okay. We didn't completely burn to death. Hey, we don't have to worry about the fire stuff. This is nice. This is much nicer. I never thought about pushing it up. Everyone always pushes it to the left. So now we go over here and we just hope it's over here because I don't want to navigate this maze. Please don't make me navigate this maze. Let it be in here. We've only got half an hour. It's this one. Second row, farthest one in the top left. Got it. That's the 4th bottle. Silver arrows. Oh my god, silver arrows were actually in Ganon's tower. That makes the fight so much easier and faster. I'm so glad we checked that. What? Okay, we're over here for whatever reason. That doesn't go anywhere. So it's neither of those. So it's this one? We did it! Oh my god, we did the skip! Dude. I was like, I wonder if I could do the thing. That's the first time I've ever done that before. Doing like the pull to the side thing at the last second. And in such a small area, like right on the freaking pixel. I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't do that. Because I could have just dashed into that, but I picked them both up. I should have left the room. That was pretty much the end, too. We're gonna try right side, because I think it's more likely that it's over here. Because we already, like, completely exhausted the other side for the most part. We were just going to the end to get a key. Silver arrows. Feels good, man. What if it's in here? I'm gonna take the risk. Bloop. No magic consumed because we're holding a wall. Which means the wall master can't get me. I used to see people do this and I'm like, how are they not running out of magic? Is that a glitch for this room? But someone asked in chat and they were like, no, if you use the magic cape and you hold onto a wall, for some reason it doesn't drain. Also, if you're using, I don't remember if it's the cane of burnout or the cape, but if you do that and you dash through Vitreous, something about it slows down the, like, because there's lag or something, it slows down the rate that you drain your magic. So you get more bang for your buck on that. I don't know if it's just because it's too laggy or whatever, but... Where's the chest? Oh my god, it was considered an enemy? The big key, it was in tile room? The big key was actually in tile room. 27 minutes. I guess technically like 3 minutes less than that, but still. We got about half an hour. So I saw that it's kind of faster to just take damage here. We'll just hit this once, and then that basically opens us up to just run over here and do this. It's better to just take most of your life and just deal with it. Oh look, it's a Gibdo burn. I did get an opportunity to kill the Gibdos. Okay. Killing all the things so that we can get through all the dungeons. Well, not actually all of them, but you know what I mean. And then we can go most of the way here. Wow, there's only actually one of those. What? Did you just see how far it pulled me? That's tilting. That's like some Dark Souls level of tilt. When the boss grabs you, but they're nowhere near you. Honestly, the further on Dark Souls went, the more and more I felt like it was hard for the sake of hard and not for the sake of being fun and challenging. Which was Bubkiss. Did I have a fairy? If I had a fairy, I should have just... No, that was a bee. That was just a bee. Gotta get my fire out again. I mean, thankfully, if I was going to die... Or I get... No, actually, we didn't die. We got caught. That's right. Was I low on hearts? Yeah, okay. I feel like I was low on hearts. I was like, did I just use a blue potion for no reason? Because I didn't die. I got grabbed. Oh my god, bee, are you kidding me? The bee just killed them all. The bee is an absolute mad lad. I don't even. I really just used that bee to get rid of it, and it was like, hey, I'm amazing. And I was like, yeah, you are. That bee is the bee's knees. Nope. you're not getting me with that. There's fairies in there. I don't think we need fairies. If anything, we'll need magic. If I have to, I will cape on Ganon. We have magic with which to be invulnerable. We have potions with which... You know what? Maybe just to make sure we don't screw it up, I'll stop and get blue potions right beforehand, if we have enough time. If not, I'm going to be just running in there screaming for the sub 4. Commentating sub 4. Yes. What am I doing? I forgot. I have Bombos, the ultimate lazy man's thing. They're out of the ground. Do it now. Yes. See, the thing that sucks is when there's enemies in the ground. Or enemies that are just off screen for a while, because then they could not get caught by Bombos. Or enemies who aren't awoken yet, as the case may be. I think I just missed one of the little ghosty guys. Either way, I still feel like that's faster. Remember when we didn't slide in this room? It was in the festive randomizer. Oh, Lamos. Wait a minute. We have the silver arrows. Please not now, puppers. Please. Don't make me edit. Dang it, it didn't work. We're wasting so much time. I could have done this so much faster. But the arrows one-shot him. What time is it? Oof. Canis Maria. Doesn't work so well when they move. Why? I don't remember where the floor was. Okay, it was to the left. Come back out of the ground. I'll kill you with your friend. You can come up on the ground underneath me, whatever. I still killed him with his friend, just not, like, with his friend. They still died together. Probably should have just stuck to using this thing. I think we're definitely going to end up stopping for potions. Why did that not kill him? Anti-fairies! Really? Super awesome that I don't have to worry about the fire thing. 1, 2, and 4. Oh look, I have the shield. This is the only other time it's really super useful, especially since we didn't get any of the wizard guys. Whose names escape me now. I feel like they have a super famous name. Wizrobes. Opening them just because they're right here. Give me the butter sword. Well, this is nice. I like this version much better. I want this. Just 5 rupees. Moth? Okay, we actually get to see the moth. We didn't have to fight Trinex. Nice. Validation chest, the last chest we'll ever open. Big 20. Why? Oh my god, it's one of those unkillable ones. Why couldn't you have been enemies I could dash to? Give me the fairy. Give me the fairy. And I imagine of the people who do watch this, everyone's just gonna skip to the end. How does it feel to have skipped most of this run, person who's probably watching this? Of the like, 3. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. At least somebody's gonna watch most of it, maybe? A little over half. We got a double, that's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. Agatu's down. We have 2 blue potions. I think the 2 blue potions is enough because we've got silver arrows and tempered. We have the bacon. Give me torch glitch. When I conquer the light world, I'll hold a parade of all my monsters to demonstrate my might to the people. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's his phase shift at 12, but that might be with butter. Oh my god, is it 24? No, that we changed phase, okay. This is the hard phase. And we don't have fairies. Because the fire is what kills you. And even with the red mail, it does 2 hearts of damage. Yes, we're tanking and I'm not really dodging, but it's because the game gave us a lot of hearts. Third phase. Third phase hype. Getting them double hits in. One more time. Did you find the arrows in my tower? Do it! Torch glitch! Awesome! Fear of running out of mana? Like, freaking 0. I wasn't looking at my health because I got the torch glitch and we died. Oh, it hurts! It hurts so much! I'm so stupid. Getting more blue potions. I only needed 1 there, though. I don't want to risk it. I'm already half health going in there. I can't believe it, dude. That was perfect. I just needed 3 silver arrows, and I had a blue potion. That was so 1. But you have to actually look at how much health you have and, like, react. Blue potions are 1,000 times better than fairies. If you're paying attention. And I saw that torch glitch, and I was like, golden. I should probably heal up. Why don't I just use one? This is the last use of rupees we're ever gonna get. I'm also just making this trip because I want to make sure that we get it this time. Granted, the blue potion didn't save me last time. We're full health. We're full magic. And we're ready to go. Should I? No, I should probably just fly over, because then my sparkly thing will go away otherwise. To Link's house. We're there, and I think we could definitely do... I would have to die like 4 times to not get this. We've got 18 hearts in red mail. Like, if I wasn't stupid about that last fight, especially since... Are you kidding me? Especially since we got the torch glitch, I could have just put the cape on. I could have just put the cape on. And we'd have been fine. This is for all the everything. Actually, I have half magic and 5 bars of mana. We're using the cape. Yeah, I heard that before when I almost killed you the first time. No, thank you. I'm just gonna stay at full health and keep thwacking you. Half magic. If I leave any of this up to chance, I will find a way to screw it up. Why do I never, ever see anyone do this in tournament runs? Is it just because they're so much better than me? Or is it... Oh, you know what? I think cape doesn't work on hard mode. I think that's what it is. But did you see how much easier that was on normal Ganon? We didn't take any damage because we couldn't. If I had just done cape strats the first time, we would have shaved like 5 minutes or more off of this. Shoot the thing, and then I'm gonna go do the torch thing. No! You stupid jerk! Okay, it's fine. We have tons of it. I really like torch glitch, because I feel like that takes a while to do. Oh, no doubles. Wow, that went by. That was like the cleanest Ganon kill I've ever had. We only took 5 hearts of damage, granted I was invulnerable for most of it. That was not only sub 4 hours, that was sub 350. Our freaking randomizer time for the festive one was like 5.5 hours. That's just to show you guys that was all commentating and stuff. Because that festive randomizer one was way easier than this one. All your base are belong to us. Not the fastest time ever, because I think I did one in 3:30 or 3:40. But pretty close, and I would definitely say that this was probably a trollier seed. Granted, whenever I say those other ones, I have much less experience with those ones, because this is only my 5th run of the game. So, even if this one isn't as hard as those ones, which I kind of feel like it is, then it's also because I'm better than I was. Because I have 5 runs under my belt now. See, like I told you guys when we did the winter one, it changes all of them things too, so that they look like weird monsters. Not even monsters really in the game, just like a weird fusion of lots of other monsters. I don't know what it does to warp them like that, or if it's like pixel by pixel or what. But that was a full Enemizer. There's something beyond full that's chaos. I don't know what that means, but I figured it sounded like a bad idea. I've done simple Enemizer, I've done full Enemizer, and those are the things that really interest me. Like, I don't really want to do key sanity or entrance randomizer stuff. That's too much. I like the normal runs, and I like the what's it called? Enemizer. I think Enemizer's really cool. Look, that's our uncle. He's one of the sand things. Some glove for sale at Zora's Waterfall. Did it say what Sahasrara's stuff thing was yet? Because it kind of tells you what the items were here. It should say what the green pendant was. Fungus for life. Because it was a heart. He's got 2 of the little red guys for feet. Lumber clones on the woodsman's hut. That looks like some Super Metroid stuff right there. I like chess pieces. Destitute boy has lunch again. I don't know if that has anything to do with what he dropped, because it was 20 bucks. Venus Crescent Beam? Oh, we never went in there to buy upgrades. The Dwarven Breadsmiths. I feel like I definitely missed whatever it was Sahasrahla had. The Life-Giving Kid. Oh, was that supposed to be the sick kid? So he just had a heart or something? That actually, this one right here actually looks kind of interesting. Like, that's almost like a person. I could see that being like a Super Mario RPG thing. The Lost Old Man on Death Mountain. I don't know that there's a whole hell of a lot of reason to actually watch the Wow, Old Man, What Happened to You? I don't really know if there's a whole lot of a reason to actually go through the credits again, but they always do it in the randomizer run, so I was like, why not? You know? We did a thing. And if it's actually possible, this is all one video. But if this is going to be like a 50 gigabyte video for some reason, then I don't actually have that much storage room on my computer. Unless I just start uninstalling stuff. The Vampire Skewer sleeps again. Because it was 10 arrows. I'm tired. I don't know if you guys could tell, but that was a sleepy randomizer run. So once we go through Hiroshi Yamaguchi's stuff, we can see our percentages. I kind of wish there was a... Is there a way to make this scroll faster, to be honest? Like, not trying to be disrespectful to the people that made the game, but I'm like... I don't want to watch the whole thing. I just lived it. Hopefully it was okay. Oh my god, if there was somehow audio issues throughout this whole thing, I'm just gonna die. To have the whole entire 5th run recorded, with the ending credits and stuff, it's gonna be 4 hours. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll be like, oh my god, I really hope this is less than 4 hours, but then the video's like 4 hours and 2 minutes, and everyone's like, oh no, he failed. But then, we actually did it, and the credits just took forever. You know? Maybe. I don't know. I don't imagine I'm going to have 10 more minutes worth of stuff to say, actually. It says we're at 3 hours, 53 minutes, and 40 seconds since I pressed start recording, but that was before we even opened the game, and then I talked about stuff before we opened it. I actually got 10 minutes into a randomizer run and then just deleted everything because I was like, wait a minute. The randomizer, it's not random. What is this? Like, all the enemies are vanilla enemies. I specifically said full randomizer. And when I went through there, I was just like, what? I told everyone this was a full randomizer. I'm a liar. But then I wasn't, because I deleted it and did it again. Ally Link is pretty cool, though. Ten out of 10. Would do it again, and probably will. Probably not anytime soon, though. I've got college starting up now. And I still work. So this is probably... Actually, this is definitely going to be goodbye until summer again, unfortunately. But I am glad that we managed to get it done before we went back into the darkness of spring semester. And discrete mathematics and assembly language programming. So... that should be fun, cough cough. And the Link to the Past randomizer community. HITIPS Discord. That's the Discord you guys can go to. If you want to go to the Link to the Past randomizer community thing, they'll help you get this stuff downloaded and set up. It's not really that hard. The important stuff. It took us 41 seconds to get a sword. It took us 51 minutes to get the boots, but technically 52. Bullet took a minute or an hour and 10 minutes. Mirror took an hour and 54 minutes. We didn't beat any bosses without a sword or with the fighter's sword. We beat 4 with the Master Sword rip. We beat 6 with the Tempered Sword, and we never found the Gold Sword. Sadness. The big key thing was on 14. We blocked 55 times. We save and quit 28 times. We died 4 times. We got revived by a fairy once. We spent 10 minutes and 38 seconds in the menu. We were lagging for 16 minutes and 37 seconds. We got 180 out of 216 items, which is more than people normally get. When people beat this game, it's normally like 136. And they beat it in an hour and a half. And I'm like, how are you so good? But now, I have to go and save a picture of this into my folder so that I can record this time. Because we beat it in 3:42:32.40. 3 hours, 42 minutes, 32 seconds, and 40 milliseconds. Or however it is, I don't even really care. 0.4 of a second. 400 milliseconds. Just thank you guys very much for however much of this you watched. Regardless of whether or not you watched the first 5 minutes and you were like, man, this is boring. And then you just clicked to the end and you were like, oh, he actually did do it. And then you never watched the rest of it. That's fine. I did a thing because I wanted to do a thing. And it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I need to turn my humidifier on. Because I'm dying. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.